for Oak Ridge High School basketball here on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. Two teams are warming up down below. We're getting set for the Lady Wildcats ball game. Ben George joins me here courtside and the second level here at Campbell County High School. And Ben, you've got some more information about tonight's game.
Thank you, David. This game is between the Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats and the Campbell County Cougars. The first goal of the 2022-23 season for the Lady Wildcats was to win the regular season District 3 championship. And the Lady Wildcats did just that on Tuesday in their win over Carnes. The next goal is to finish the district schedule undefeated, and the Lady Wildcats can do that with a victory over Campbell County tonight. Oak Ridge enters this game with a perfect 9-0 record in district play, facing a Campbell County team that currently sits at 9-15 and just 3-6 in the district. The Lady Wildcats, with their regular season title, has wrapped up a first-round bye at the district tournament and an automatic berth to the region tournament. Carnes will finish second and earn the other bye. Campbell County currently sits at a number 4 in a tie with Central. Powell holds the number 3 spot, and West rounds out the bottom of the standings. District tournament play begins on February 13th for the 4 other teams. This season's district tournament will be played at Powell High School. Oak Ridge has won or shared the regular season district championship years in a row, and tournament 7 straight seasons. This year's region site will be at the home site of the top District 3 seed, so winning the tournament will be huge for that team. Campbell County enters tonight's game on a 3-game losing streak with consecutive losses to Powell, Central, and again to Powell. The Lady Wildcats, on the other hand, are riding on a 12-game winning streak, which began December 29, 2022, with their victory over Mercer County, Kentucky. Earlier this season, the Lady Wildcats defeated Campbell County at the Wildcat Arena 56-40. It was the 105 win ever over the Lady Cougars. Oak Ridge is 105-18 all-time against Campbell County. Oak Ridge has 105 wins over Central as well as Clinton, which are the most against any opponent. Oak Ridge will play Clinton 1 week from tonight with a chance to equal out 106 wins should the Lady Wildcats win tonight. Campbell County's 18 wins over Oak Ridge is tied with Powell for the most wins over Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge and Campbell County have played 8 times for the district championship over the years, with Oak Ridge winning all but the 1991 title game. Since Oak Ridge head coach Paige Taylor has been the coach, the Lady Cougars have the most district wins against her at 2, but Oak Ridge is 16-2 against the Lady Cougars in her tenure. Tonight is the 124th game in this series, the most games Oak Ridge has played against any opponent. The series began in 1975. Following tonight's game, the Wildcats will conclude their season with 3 games next week, starting on Monday against Alcoa. This will be the senior night for the Wildcats. Canyon Green is the lone senior on the Lady Wildcats roster. Thursday, Oak Ridge travels to Clinton, and then the regular season concludes on Saturday at Fulton. Tonight we're on FM 92.7, sponsored by Flatwater Storytelling Festival. The Flatwater Tales Storytelling Festival, brings 3 nationally acclaimed storytellers to the Grove Theater June 2nd and 3rd for 3 days of workshops and performances. The event is sponsored by the 3 Oak Ridge Rotary Clubs and happens the first weekend of June every year. This year's stories include American history through music, and I guess of John Wasn't Crazy After All, after Oak Ridge prophet John Hendricks. Go to flatwatertales.com for more information and tickets. We're live in Campbell County for the final regular season district game on FM 92.7, prepradio.com, and Channel 15. Our sponsors for tonight's games are the Fox Insurance Group, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, the Oak Ridge Utility District, Mortgage Investors Group, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, and Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance. We appreciate our sponsors who've been with us all season long. We'd also like to thank Sandy Henry and Terry Lee for their continuing support as well. It's time for a break. When we come back, David will have the starting lineups and then the tip-off of tonight's game between Oak Ridge and Campbell County. We'll be back here in 3 minutes.
Welcome back once again to Campbell County High School. The Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats and the Campbell County Lady Cougars about 2.5 minutes away from getting underway. We'll have the national anthem. We'll also have the starting lineups. Well, I have an opportunity. Tonight we are on FM 92.7, sponsored by the Flatwater Storytelling Festival. The Flatwater Tales Storytelling Festival brings 3 nationally acclaimed storytellers to the Grove Theater June 3rd, 2nd, and 3rd for 3 days of workshops and performances. The event is sponsored by the three Oak Ridge Rotary Clubs and happens the first weekend of June every year. This year's stories include the American history through music, and I guess old John wasn't crazy after all, about the Oak Ridge prophet John Hendricks. You can go to flatwatertales.com for more information. Just moments away, I think we've got things all settled with the stream and the radio all rolling. Getting close to the end of the season, the Lady Wildcats and guys the girls have already wrapped up the district championship, at least in the regular season. The guys tonight can do it, win the championship if they beat Campbell County. They've already secured the number 1 seed, which is really all that really matters, but you want to have a championship. Hopefully the Wildcats will get it done tonight here in Campbell County.
Correct, David. And, it's just been a whirlwind for this team and how they didn't finish the first game away at West. And just now how they're wanting to get up there and be district champs, to be able to have that first round bye from the in the district tournament, but just wanting to get that last win tonight in the district to help them get that district championship here in the regular season.
Just moments away from the start of this game, we'd like to tell everybody who's working the game today. My name is David Clary, along with Ben George. You heard him a moment ago. He's a senior at Oak Ridge High School. Got Ethan Eubanks. He is a sophomore running camera for us. We also have Caleb Riker. He is a freshman at Oak Ridge High School. And Vashawn Knowles, he's a junior at Oak Ridge High School. So we got a young crew here. We got Brian Bennett. He and I are the two old guys calling the ball game. We're about to have, I think, the national anthem. Maybe not. Maybe just the starting lineups. I'll just go ahead and take a break here. We're live here at Campbell County. It's Oak Ridge and the Cougars on FM 92.7, and we'll be back to Campbell County following this 60-second timeout. Welcome back once again to Campbell County High School. They've turned the lights off here at Campbell County to announce the starting lineups. If you're wondering about the lighting situation on our YouTube stream, we're on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. The two teams are rolling out to the middle of the floor. The Wildcats will be wearing their all-gray jerseys with white and cardinal. Campbell County wearing their home whites, orange, and blue. It'll be Lindsay Cleveland to jump for the Lady Wildcats. To jump for the Lady Cougars will be number 32. That'll be Lacey Pemberton. She's a 5'10 sophomore. She did not play against us in the first game at the Wildcat Arena. The officials, and we've got three young ones, well, two young ones and one older one, about to get underway here. Ball is up, controlled by Oak Ridge, and we are underway here at Campbell County High School. With the basketball will come Oak Ridge point guard, junior Demetria Strickland. Lady Wildcats also come out with Zayana Stewart, Cannon Green, Ayana Porter, along with, I'm missing somebody, as Oak Ridge works it back door, cutting along the baseline, pass intended, I think, for Cannon Green, knocked out by Campbell County. 7:43 to play first quarter, just underway here from Campbell County High School. With the basketball will come number 18. That'll be Cannon Green. Works the ball to the left side. Driving along the baseline, Lindsay Cleveland. Cleveland works the ball to the right. Gives it off to Ayana Porter. Drives in. No place to go. Lost the dribble. Picked up on the floor by Campbell County. And a foul is going to be called. It'll be personal foul against the Lady Cougars. And they'll put it off once again. As the Wildcats try to work it into Lindsay Cleveland, another foul is going to be called against Campbell County. Fouls are on this side here, Ben. I didn't show you that on the stat sheet. That'll be the second foul called against them. I think the first one went against 41, the second one against 32. Oak Ridge works it in, top of the circle. Lindsay Cleveland, top, works the ball left wing over to Cannon Green. Zone defense being applied by the Lady Cougars. Oak Ridge has struggled with that at times this year. There's a double dribble call against Oak Ridge, and the Lady Wildcats turned the ball over. Jason Kitts is the head coach at Campbell County High School. Does a great job. He's assisted by Ryan Browning, Adam Ellison, Brooke Kitts, and Jessica Stanley. Here comes Campbell County working against Oak Ridge's press. They get it across the line to Pemberton. Pemberton drives in for a layup. It's no good. Rebound Cannon Green. Lady Wildcats pushing it up the floor to Ayana Porter. Ayana's going to dribble coast to coast, goes in for the shot. She got fouled. No call. They're going to call a foul now against Lindsay Cleveland, I believe. That'll be a foul against them. We have no score. 6:57 to play in the first quarter. been a zone defense causing Oak Ridge a little difficulties to get a shot off.
Yeah, David, and as they get into that trying to drive into the paint, they just get overpowered right there. So not really working out for the Lady Wildcats early here in the game, but still trying to get something going.
Campbell County is going to be called for a travel in the rear guard. Oak Ridge's press was really giving them fits there as Oak Ridge will get the basketball. 6:47 to play first quarter. No score. Oak Ridge and Campbell County. Lady Wildcats trying to go 10-0 in district play and close out with an undefeated mark. They are already the District 3 champions. This game is for pride right now. Oak Ridge basketball, Demetria Strickland over to Cannon. Around the left side it goes Ayanna Porter. Dribbles out, slings it up to Cannon around the right. Three-pointer by Demetria. Good. That's how you get out of a zone defense. You shoot over it, you knock them down, and Lady Wildcats have a 3-0 lead. And here's a steal by Oak Ridge, momentarily knocked out of bounds by Demetria.
Great moment right there to bring that ball pressure after that after that three, just going back in transition and playing that full court press really, really well.
Here comes Campbell County still in the rear court. Lady Wildcats trying to rip the ball away from them, and they do. It's going to be a jump ball, the alternate possession arrow to Campbell County. 6:15 to play. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 3-0 on the Demetria Strickland three-pointer. And it'll be Campbell County with the basketball side midcourt. They've struggled to get the ball down the floor against the press, and the Lady Wildcats are going to get another deflection and kick it out of bounds. Oh, so close, man. The Wildcats on two different occasions have stripped the ball away, but too aggressively, and they've knocked it out of bounds.
Correct, David. And, again, just that full court press right there, just really helping them really well. And just classic Oak Ridge defense playing there in the passing lane and trying to make good plays.
Oak Ridge just tenacious with their defense. They do get it across this time. Number 32 with the basketball, that's Lacey Pemberton. Around the right side, it goes to Carly Kitts. They work it inside. Number 32, Pemberton, goes up for the shot. Good. 5'10 sophomore, did not play against Oak Ridge. The Lady Wildcat lead is 1. Oak Ridge quickly down the floor to Ayanna Porter. Porter with it to Green. Looks to her right. Over it goes to Ayanna. Back to Demetria Strickland. Bounce pass to Zay. Zay dribbles in, gives it in to Lindsay, swings the ball back out for another three. It's on its way. This one is no good. Rebound Campbell County. Pulling down the board is Emma Brandenburg, and here come the Lady Cougars down the floor. Bella Lester brings the ball to the midcourt line, guarded by Lindsay Cleveland. Harassed by Lindsay Cleveland. She falls down, Lindsay steals it, and what are they going to call? A travel is going to be the call. Good defense there by Oak Ridge, just harassing the person with the ball. Tough break there. Lindsay did kind of roll just a bit. They don't normally call that, but it'll be Campbell County basketball.
Yeah, David, and just right there thinking that it was going to be able to be our possession. Lindsay trying to get it back out and pass it, but then just rolls over and gets that travel call.
Lindsay just staying aggressively on Hutchison. Got to watch the 5 seconds, and there it is. 5-second call. Campbell County just dribbling and dribbling and dribbling, and Oak Ridge's defense created a turnover. Lady Wildcats on top 3-2, 5:09 to play here in the first period from Campbell County High School on this rare Thursday night game. But we're going to have another Thursday night game next week when the Wildcats travel to the Don W. Lockhart Gym in Clinton to take on the Dragons. Oak Ridge basketball, right side ball knocked out by Campbell County. They've extended their zone out just a bit, so whenever the ball moves one side or the other, the zone defenders come out to knock it out of bounds or just get in the passing lane, which is a good strategy by Coach Kitts.
Correct, yeah. And again, both these teams trying to play that ball aggressively and get in the passing lane, like I said. And there you see it right there.
Turnover. Here comes Campbell County with a shot. They score and they lead. Lady Wildcats turn the ball over. Got to be more available as Oak Ridge's Demetria pulls up, takes a 15-footer, in and out, no good. On the rebound, Oak Ridge, foul called against Brandenburg, and that'll be her second personal foul. Into the ball game now for them will come Destiny, and they pronounce it up here. I know it looks like Rutherford there, Ben, but they call it Rutherford up here. I'm not making that up, so I don't want to get anybody upset here as Oak Ridge goes to the free throw line.
Very interesting way to pronounce that name, David.
Free throw is up, and it is good. Lady Wildcats have Ayanna Porter at the free throw line. She knocks down the first one. Looking for her statistics, Ayanna on the year is a 80% free throw shooter. Makes it a tie ball game at 4-4. Second toss is up, good. Lady Wildcats right back in the lead here, and here come the Lady Cougars, and Oak Ridge is pressing once again. Lady Wildcats won the district championship on Tuesday when they beat Carnes. Guys trying to win it tonight. They'll be the top seed in the tournament. Campbell County ball, top of the circle, three-pointer on its way, no good. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball coming back the other way. 4:20 to play in the first quarter. I don't know, Ben, if you've ever been up here to Campbell County, but they love their basketball, as you can see by the crowd already packed in.
Correct, and I've never been here in the gym. I've been here for a couple football games, and I thought as they've made the playoffs the past year, that they've been able to be a little bit more excited about football, but I didn't notice that it would be this packed already for a girls varsity game here.
Lady Wildcats turn the ball over, and then down the floor will come Kitts once again. She throws the ball away. Oak Ridge is so aggressive with their hands. Oak Ridge on top, 5-4. Zayana Stewart dribbles in. Oh, nice move. In the paint, goes in for the shot. Good. Great drive, great move in the paint. Blew past her defender, and Zay scores. The Lady Wildcats' 7th point. They're still in the rear court. They get the ball across the line. With it will come Hutchison. She works the ball down the paint, wanting to shoot, no good. She works the ball inside against Zay. That's a charge. Good defense there by Zayana Stewart, as number 15, Carly Kitts, ran her right over. The official is not too he's got thick skin, because Coach Kitts was really giving it to him there, and he's still giving it to the other official on the other side. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. 3:28 to play in the first period. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 7-4. With the basketball will come Demetria Strickland. Lady Wildcats, if you just tuned in, the unfortunate news in the PAL ball game, and we talked about it several times, the Lady Wildcats are going to be without Jenna Johnson for the rest of the year. She tore her ACL, and she's out for the year. She was averaging 10 points a game for the Lady Wildcats. Oak Ridge works it into Lindsay Cleveland. It's knocked out by Campbell County. But like Coach Taylor always says, next person up, and that's, I guess, has been Lindsay Cleveland getting a chance to start ball games as Oak Ridge works it in. Then it comes to Zayana. Zayana wants to dribble past her defender, swings it out. Demetria right side for three. In and out, no good. Campbell County on the rebound. Pemberton with it, in a lot of trouble. Holds it and works the ball down the floor. Ball nearly stripped out of her hands. Campbell County loses it. Oak Ridge steals it. Here comes Demetria, coast to coast. Right-handed, she's fouled. Foul called against number 14, Destiny Rutherford. And with 2 minutes and 53 seconds to play in the first quarter, Oak Ridge will go to the free throw line. Oak Ridge is just all over the place with their hands. I mean, the defense has been stifling.
Yeah, David, and again, that just speaks to Paige Taylor's defense, just getting there down the court, playing that full court press really, really well, and getting up there to play in the passing lane.
Free throw is up, and it is good by Demetria Strickland. She'll have another one. Back to the line she goes. They don't put the personal fouls of the individual players up there. I think that could be her second foul. They do substitute. Demetria back to the line. She's a 73% free throw shooter, and she knocks that one down. 9-4, Lady Wildcats in the lead. Here comes Campbell County. Moving right to left, wearing their all-white jerseys with blue and orange trim. Another steal by Oak Ridge. Ayana Porter's got it. She's going coast to coast, giving it into Demetria for the layup. Good. And Campbell County has seen enough of the Oak Ridge defense, and they call a timeout. 2:41 to play first quarter. Oak Ridge on top, 11-4. We'll be back to Campbell County High School in 30 seconds. Welcome back once again to Campbell County High School here on FM 92.7. Tonight's broadcast on the radio is sponsored by the Flatwater Storytelling Festival. Flatwater Tale Storytelling Festival will take place June 2nd and 3rd, 3 days of workshops and performances. It'll be at the Grove Theater. With the basketball, Campbell County, Lady Wildcats have built up a lead primarily with their defense, and they're about to get another steals. There's a long way away from the play. The official calls a personal foul against Oak Ridge. Not my favorite guy, and Coach Taylor, I've seen him put his whistle in his mouth before about to give technicals before to Coach Green. He doesn't take much. His face is beet red, but he smiled right there, so hopefully things will be good the rest of the way. Free throw was up, and I don't believe it was good. I was looking at the official, actually.
Correct, David. It was no good.
Back to the line, Campbell County. Second toss up. This one's also no good. Zayana Stewart on the rebound. Lady Wildcats up 11-4. Zay with the basketball. Campbell County's going to foul everybody out the way they're trying to play aggressive. Lindsey Cleveland drives the baseline. Great move. Goes inside. Tried to get it to Cannon, but really she was not open, and the ball's turned over. Here comes Campbell County with it. Getting the ball across the midcourt line. They work the ball at the midcourt circle. There it goes to Bella Lester. She is 5'9". She is a sophomore. As she launches a three, clanging off the iron, no good. They get the rebound back up, and it's no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Zayana Stewart. I can already tell the official on the baseline is the best of the three.
Yeah, giving a lot of calls our way here. Just a lot of out-of-bounds plays that, and a lot of fouls called that aren't going our way.
Campbell County just struggling to get the ball in, and they have to back it off the backside of Zayana Stewart. Minute 55 to play first quarter. The Lady Wildcats in the lead, 11-4 district game. Wildcats trying to go 10-0 in district play. Campbell County firing it in, left block, wanting to go back in the ball ripped out of her hands by Zayana Stewart. Layup, right-handed off the glass, and it's good. Zay scores, just blew past number 10, Bella Lester, and here comes Campbell County once again. 9-point Oak Ridge lead. 13-4 Lady Cougar basketball. This time they do a better job on the press. They work the ball to number 10. She dribbles it, and they're going to call a foul against Ayana Porter. Aggressive defense sometimes does not get rewarded. That was just good defense. Wildcats are just playing great defense right now.
Correct, David. And right there, I didn't really think that should have been a foul. It just looked like off one of the players to get out of bounds, and then should have been the Lady Wildcats ball.
They just sling the ball out of bounds. I think Oak Ridge's pressure is just causing them to panic. I mean, that's just the only word I can use.
Yeah, that sounds great. The great way to put it. And now as the Lady Wildcats are moving quick, you just see it the same way.
On the other end of the floor, the Wildcats turn the ball over. Campbell County student section, which is always loud and vocal, loud and proud all the time up here, making a little noise here. A rare Thursday night ball game, the final district ball game of the year. As I mentioned, the Lady Wildcats trying to go 10-0 in the district. Lady Wildcats have won 12 consecutive games. After the way they started the season, a rough start. Here's another reach-in foul. It's going to go against Ayana Porter. I might have to change my mind here, Ben. I thought he was the best official. That might have been some contact there.
Yeah.
I just wish they would just reward good, positive defense here.
Yeah, it looks like great defense right there. Just getting there in the passing lane, as we've been mentioning and repeating all game long, is just getting right there in the passing lane. And right there, it looked like a clean grab. As there you go right there again with Demetria laying it right up and good.
Lady Wildcats just continue to get one steal after another on the Lady Cougars. 51 seconds to play, an 11-point Oak Ridge lead, 15-4 the score. Here come the Lady Cougars down the floor, another near steal. Pemberton's got it, and she walks with the basketball. Oak Ridge just causing havoc to the Lady Cougars. I don't normally say I feel sorry for the opposing team, but right now I feel sorry for their ball handlers.
Yeah, right now, again, both teams trying to play really great defense. Right now, Lady Wildcats just executing it better. And right now, with just 4 points scored, the Lady Wildcats are dominating right here. And, yeah, I do kind of feel a little bad for these Lady Cougars.
Lindsay missed the shot, rebounded by Ayana Porter, and she works the ball, tending it for Cannon. Taken on the floor. There's a double dribble right there. Lindsay just steals the ball away. Left-handed off the glass. No good. Battles and gets her own rebound, and what are they going to call there? A jump ball. That's probably a good call. The alternate possession arrow to Oak Ridge. Deshaun Dawes doing our scoreboard work. Ethan Eubanks doing camera. Caleb Riker, Brian Bennett back at the station. Oak Ridge ball. In it comes Cannon Green. Right corner. Demetria drives the baseline, cut off, and then dribbles the ball on the baseline, and that is a turnover, and the Wildcats give it back to the Lady Cougars. 14.5 seconds to play in the first quarter, 15-4, Lady Wildcats in the lead. Here comes Campbell County down the floor, struggling to get the ball across the line. They do this time, and then they're going to work the ball inside for a shot. Good. Nice play there by Carly Kitts, I believe, and the Wildcat lead is 15-6. Here's a final shot of the first quarter. It is no good as the first quarter comes to a close. So our score after one quarter here at Campbell County High School, the Lady Wildcats on top, 15-6. And we'll be back to Campbell County following this 60-second timeout. Welcome back once again to Campbell County High School. David Clary, Ben George, Vashawn Knowles, Ethan Eubanks, Caleb Riker, Brian Bennett back at the station. The Lady Wildcats in a 15-6 ball game, leading. Campbell County gets the ball first as we start play here in this second quarter. There's a travel. There's a carry right there. He didn't call it. Destiny Rutherford just high dribble. That girl's in trouble. She backs it over to Pemberton. Pemberton guarded up high by Demetria. Drives in against her. Lost the dribble out of bounds. They're going to call a foul. Oh, my gosh. That's terrible. I mean, we've seen him be bad before. And Coach Taylor's going to argue again. That's just bad officiating. He's probably a great guy. Probably has dogs and takes care of them well. And there's going to be a turnover, and it'll be Oak Ridge basketball coming down the other way. That's an offensive player control foul against Campbell County.
Yeah, just pushed down Zay right there in the paint right there, and great play by Zay, and now it's Oak Ridge basketball.
We might get into foul trouble the way they're calling fouls so quickly. 15-6 Lady Wildcats, 7:37 to play in the second quarter. Zone defense once again being applied by Campbell County. Oak Ridge basketball, Zay trying to work out of it, works it out high to Cannon Green, top of the circle. Cannon gives it to Zay, brings the ball on a bounce pass to the right. Ayana Porter for three, good! Actually, that's Demetria Strickland for three. Her hair was in front of the number 3, and the Lady Wildcats have an 18-6 lead. 7:15 to play, and Campbell County throws the ball away. And it'll be the Lady Wildcats with the basketball.
Yeah, and David, you told me in the break that you don't think that that we wouldn't think that Campbell County would be able to keep up with the space, and right now the way that they're playing here in this second quarter already, it doesn't look to be that way.
Tonight we're on FM 92.7, sponsored by the Flatwater Storytelling Festival. Flatwater Storytelling Festival brings 3 nationally as Lady Wildcats turn the ball over. I'll come back to that in a moment. Lady Wildcats, there's another turnover by Campbell County, a big battle between Cleveland. Campbell County stepped out of bounds first. That guy is the best official down on the baseline.
That he is.
I mean, he made a good call. That was a tough one, too, because it was quickly. Let me go back to this. 3 nationally acclaimed storytellers to the Grove Theater June 2nd and 3rd for 3 days of workshops and performances. The event is sponsored by the 3 Oak Ridge Rotary Clubs and happens the first weekend of June every year. I'll finish it up here in a moment. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 18-6. Wildcats drive the baseline. Inside it goes Bella Boone, 3-footer, good. Bella scores her first 2 points of the game, and Oak Ridge leads Campbell County 20-6. 6:30 to play here in the second quarter. Just a few years ago, Ben, the last 2 years it's been Powell, but before that, as Campbell County gets a 3 off in the right corner, it's up, no good. Lindsey Cleveland on the rebound. Lady Wildcats want to run. Here comes Zay, coast to coast, left-handed off the glass, no good. Good defense there by Campbell County's number 10, Bella Lester. Campbell County and Oak Ridge tied for the district championship like 4 years ago, 2 years in a row, tied for the district championship in the regular season. Both teams, they split during the regular season as Wildcats get the ball on the save. And Coach Taylor lost the coin toss every year, so Campbell County always got the number 1 seed at the tournament as the ball's knocked out by Campbell County. The best thing to do there is just win it outright, and that's what they did this year, beating Carnes twice, the second-place team.
Yeah, and that's correct, David. It's been competitive the last little bit for both these teams, and, you know, Campbell County, like you and I were talking about before the game even started tonight, that Campbell County's gotten really great at basketball. They've gotten better here in district play specifically, and like you said, it's just been competitive and great basketball for both of these teams.
Another turnover by Campbell County, another move by Zay, and she's fouled. Blocking foul. He called a blocking foul against Campbell County. He comes over the scores table to say it is against the Lady Cougars, and that'll send Zayana Stewart to the free throw line. They'll substitute into the game. Zayana is a 65% free throw shooter. She's averaging 15.7 points per game. Out of the game will come Destiny Rutherford. 5:33 to play second quarter. It's spelled like we would say Rutherford County, but they pronounce it Rutherford. That's what Jim Freeman, their radio announcer and longtime Campbell Countyan, told me it's pronounced, so I'll go with that. Lindsey Cleveland's got the rebound, gives it over to Cannon Green. Lady Wildcats have somebody open. It's wide open. Three-pointer, Demetria. Had plenty of time, just couldn't get the shot. Here come the Lady Cougars down the floor. 33 drives in, and he calls another foul. There was a bump there, and he's going to lose his temper. We're going to have technical fouls. he does not have any tolerance for a coach talking. And he's already jawing with Coach Taylor. He'll tee up somebody tonight, and they'll be in cardinal and gray. As the ball is worked in, Campbell County drives left. They fire a pass. It's deflected out by the Lady Cougars. Coach Taylor's continuing to argue with him. It doesn't do any good. He'll put his whistle in, and he'll stare you down. I've seen him do it for many, many years. As the Cougars get the ball inside of Pemberton, drives in for the shot, no good. Rebound Oak Ridge. Zay in the rear court. It's going to bring it across the line. Lady Wildcats should have numbers. Zay's going to dribble in, swing it out to Cannon. Cannon drives right wing, cannot shoot. Back to Zay it goes. Zay left side, three-pointer on its way, short. Rebound, Campbell County. Lady Wildcats misfiring on these threes. Here come the Lady Cougars down the floor. Here it goes to Lacey Pemberton. Oak Ridge on top, 20-6. Campbell County basketball. They work it out for a three. Clang off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Zayana Stewart. 4:40 to play in the second quarter. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. 20-6, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. Cannon in the left corner, left wing knocked out by the Lady Cougars. Sailor Hutchison, she's a 5'8 sophomore. It's a young Campbell County team. It's a young Oak Ridge team, obviously. One senior, and that's Cannon Green. Here's Demetria, top of the circle to Zay. High pass, drives in for the shot. No good. Bella, really good rebound, but she's going to be tied up. Alternate possession arrow to Oak Ridge. I don't know how actually Zay got that pass, and when she got it, then she went driving down the middle part of the lane.
Yeah, that pass was really, really high. It looked pretty scary for Zay to even be able to try and get it, but she eventually did, and a great drive by her, just not being able to finish the shot right there.
Here's Lindsay Cleveland with the basketball in the inbounds. Back to Ayana. Ayana drives left. Cannon's free. She shoots a three. It's up good. Three-point shot for Cannon Green, and the Lady Wildcats lead at 23-6. 4:11 to play here in the second period. Oak Ridge's pressure defense once again. Lady Cougars are going to throw the ball to Ayana Porter. That's not the right team. Demetria layup. No good. Lindsay Cleveland back up with it. Good. Lindsay Cleveland with a putback offensive rebound. And Oak Ridge leads 25-6. 3 minutes, 54 seconds to play here in the second period. Here's another steal by Oak Ridge. Ayana Porter dribbles inside to Lindsay Cleveland. Cannot shoot, backs it up. Here comes Oak Ridge dribbling there. Oh, look at that. That's got to be a foul. Number 10, Bella Lester, was just all over her. And that'll be the 8th team foul called against Campbell County, and Oak Ridge will be shooting the one in the bonus. This time at the line, it'll be Demetria Strickland. What has Demetria done in the ball game so far?
Right now, Demetria's gotten two shots from the two-point shots, 2 threes, and then 2 free throws so far with 12 points.
And she knocked that one down right there, giving Oak Ridge a 20-point lead, 26-6, 3:42 to play. She knocks the second one down, 27-6. The Lady Wildcats on top of Campbell County, trying to win their 10th game in the district. The Lady Wildcats 9-0, taking on the Lady Cougars. A great tradition between these two schools, as I've said many times. As Campbell County works it left side, they've got a three off in the corner. It's up, good. 3-point shot by Reagan Davis, 5'5 freshman, and Oak Ridge's lead is 27-9. Oak Ridge then throws the ball away, then gets the ball right back with Ayana Porter. She falls down, gives it over to Cannon, to Lindsay Cleveland, around to Demetria, dribbles in, baseline, fires it inside to Zay, to Bella, shot is blocked. She was fouled. He's standing right there. He is standing right there. She got slapped on the wrist. No foul. I mean, Ben?
It's not really good ref calling right there, David. He's standing right there on the baseline, and you can visibly see it even up from our angle up here that she gets hit on the elbow, or on the wrist rather, and you just see it right there, and he still doesn't call it.
It is a hard job. I'll give them that. As they missed a shot, Bella's got the rebound. She gives it out to Ayana Porter, to Demetria. Demetria's going to drive all the way in, coast to coast. Oh, what a great move. Demetria just blows past Reagan Stanfill, and Lady Wildcats lead is 20 again. And there's a walk. They're going to call a foul against Demetria. 29-9. I think the pace of this game is not what these guys, officials, want to do. And like I said, it's a tough job. I could not do it. I'd be terrible at it. But, you know, as I always say, Ben, and don't follow my lead because you'll get in trouble, they're the only three. There's 13 people out on the floor, and 3 of them are getting paid. Not much.
This is correct.
For sure.
Yeah.
And there's a shortage of officials because of people like me who blast them all the time. Missed free throw, rebounded by Bella to Cannon Green. Here come the Lady Wildcats, up by 20. Zay, one dribble, one shot. She missed it. Rebound to Campbell County. Here come the Lady Cougars back the other way. Quickly, number 15 slings it out to number 10. She wanted to launch from there, but she did not do it. Drives against Cannon. Good defense there by Green. They shoot a three from the corner. Good. 3-point shot by number 23, who does not appear on my roster, as Lindsay Cleveland gets a runaway shot up. No good. Rebound to Campbell County. Pulled down by Reagan Stanfield. 29-12. Here come the Lady Cougars with it across the way. Reagan Davis slings it right side to Hutchison. They launch another three. This one's no good. Bella's got another rebound. Bella Boone getting a ton of those. Here it goes to Lindsay Cleveland. Lady Wildcats pushing it up to Cannon. Cannon waits for her teammates, gives it back out to the top of the circle to Ayana Porter. She'll slow things down. Minute 43 to play in the second period. 29-12. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Left side it goes. Lindsay Cleveland has Bella on the baseline. Bella double teamed. Comes out of there with a pass. Lost it. Grabs it again. Slings it up. And they call a jump ball. He is absolutely terrible. He might be the worst official, and now he goes and warns one of our players. He is absolutely terrible. Ethan, get a shot of him. Get a shot of that official so our fans at home can see which one I'm talking about.
You know, David, just a terrible call right there. It was blatant, and he just called it in, I guess, anger. I just can't tell what's his deal tonight.
I mean, I've seen him before. He will call a technical tonight on one of our coaches. Here's a three-pointer. It's up, no good. Rebound, Lindsay Cleveland. 29-12 is our score. Oak Ridge pushes it up to Zay. Zay double team on the baseline, harassed. And what are they going to call this time? It's another jump ball. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball to Oak Ridge. Minute 5 to play. Good job there, Ethan Eubanks, as it'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Ethan doing our camera work. Vashawn Knowles. You remember that all-region football performer as the Wildcats working into Zayana. Zayana goes up for the shot, and I think he was going to call another jump if she hadn't shot it, and that's going to be a personal foul call. Oak Ridge fans are just laughing. I mean, they really are. I mean, like I said, and I'm tough on officials, and I admit it, but, I mean, you just want to have better officiating, and these guys are – I'm not saying they're not trying, and I'm not saying they're great people. And there's a shortage of officials, but it just annoys you when you have to. I'd rather just watch them play.
Correct, and like when you're down in the area, when you are able to watch the play, when you're down there at the play, you just got to be able to call the right ones, and they just haven't been doing that tonight.
29-12. The first toss was no good. The second one is also no good. Rebound, Campbell County pulling it away. Carly Kitts. Kitts comes down the floor. Lady Cougars. Across the line, working out to the top of the circle. We're down to 52 seconds to play in the second quarter. Okay, I've broken my New Year's resolution. I'm going to do a Valentine's Day resolution where I'm not going to pick on the officials again. As Campbell County works it in for a shot block by Zay. Zay and the Wildcats coming down the floor. That should have been a lot of contact there. Zay didn't get a shot off. She has to back it up. Good defense there by Campbell County, and a steal. Steal made by number 33, Sailor Hutchison. Good defense by Campbell County. Campbell County playing hard. They're young, so are the Lady Wildcats, as they work the ball in with number 15. And there's going to be a personal foul against Oak Ridge. That'll be the 8th team foul called against the Lady Wildcats. Looks like we're going to have a bunch of young people doing a performance at halftime. We'll have the stats at halftime as well. Campbell County going to the line, 19.7 seconds to play here in the second quarter, and Oak Ridge leads it 29-12. What has this young lady done tonight as she goes to the free throw line?
This lady, not really much to go for. She goes to the free throw line, missing that first one on the one and one, yeah.
And then they were going to call a foul. Finally, Oak Ridge with a little sarcastic applause as number 10, Bella Lester, the 5'9 sophomore, is called for the personal foul. They'll substitute Reagan Stanfield back in the ballgame. The one official here is good. I hope he stays around a long, long time, Ben.
Correct. We will hope that he's here for however long or even if he's able to be here for the region tournament whenever we play down in Powell.
Free throws on its way. Good. That is the 10th team foul called against Campbell County, so the double bonus in effect. Bella's coming in for Ayana. Zayana is going to the free throw line. Looks like Kaylee Hickman's try to get in the ballgame. We don't want to pick up any more cheap fouls in the final 16 seconds. Zay back to the free throw line. Toss. Good. Zay knocked it down. They're going to allow Kaylee to come into the ballgame on the made free throw. 31-12 the score. Zayana comes out. 16.3 seconds to play here in the first half. Wildcats don't have a game tomorrow. This game was originally scheduled for tomorrow as the Lady Cougars get the ball across the line. They shoot a three. It's no good. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Cannon Green. 9.6 seconds to play second quarter. 31-12. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Campbell County to work the ball in with Lacey Pemberton. Pemberton on a bounce pass gets it in for the shot. Foul called against Bella, and she did it. Good call by the good official, and they'll go to the free throw line. It'll be Carly Kitts. Okay, maybe I should start my Valentine's Day resolution right now. From here on out, Ben, if I say something derogatory towards an official, just slap me in the head. I give you permission.
I will definitely hold you to that, David.
Free throw is on its way. It's up, and it's good. 31-13 the score. Lady Wildcats playing with Bella Boone, Cannon Green, along with Kaylee Hickman, Lindsay Cleveland, and Demetria Strickland. 8.7 seconds to play second quarter. 31-13. Toss, good. Cannon will work the ball in. 8 seconds to play. Down the floor with the basketball will come Demetria with 5. With 4. Three-pointer, top of the key, no good. Rebound, Campbell County as the first half comes to a close. Score here at halftime. The Lady Wildcats lead at 31-14. Ben, give me your assessment of what you saw in the first half of this game.
And David, I've been repeating it all day long, all game long. Just great defense by these Lady Wildcats. You see it every game that we played this far in district play. Great defense, way to get after it, the full court all the way. Whole game being able to get after it, get in the passing lane, do everything they can to make defensive stops as they hold them in this half to 14 points. Great job by these Lady Wildcats. Then you see them on that full court run. Paige Taylor's offense, always you see them running up the floor quickly and doing a great job at scoring points.
31-14 is our score here. The little young ladies from a dance academy are about to do a little dance out, a little routine out on the floor. Halftime score, Lady Wildcats in the lead, 31-14. We'll take a break. We'll send it back once again to Brian Bennett. We're on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. Tonight we are on the radio, sponsored by the Flatwater Storytelling Festival. The Flatwater Tales Storytelling Festival brings 3 nationally acclaimed storytellers to the Grove Theater June 2nd and 3rd for 3 days of workshops and performances. The event is sponsored by the 3 Oak Ridge Rotary Clubs and happens the first weekend of June every year. This year's stories include American history through music, and I guess old John wasn't crazy after all about Oak Ridge prophet John Hendricks. For tickets, you can go to the internet to flatwatertales.com for more information and tickets. 31-14, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. We'll have the statistics for you in a bit, but first I'm going to send it back. We'll be back to Campbell County High School following this 3-minute timeout.
Thank you, David. And so for scoring for the Lady Wildcats, it's Demetria Strickland, number 3, with 3 2-point shots, 2 threes this first half, and 4 free throws, going for 16 points in the first half. Number 5, Zayana Stewart, with 2 layups and 2 free throws, putting her up for 6 points total in the first half. It's Ayana Porter with 2 free throws, getting 2 points in that first half. Lindsay Cleveland with a 2-point shot, getting her 2 points. Cannon Green for 3 with 3 points in the first half. And then number 31, Bella Boone with the layup in the paint with 2 points in the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a break right here from Campbell County High School. We'll take a 3-minute break. We'll be right back from here in John R.W. Brown Court here at Campbell County High School. We'll be right back.
David Clary back here along with Ben George, Caleb Riker, Vashawn Knowles, Ethan Eubanks, Brian Bennett back in the studios. FM 92.7, FM 94.7. We're at halftime. The Lady Wildcats are on top by a score of 31-14. The Lady Wildcats come into this game with a record, I believe, of 15-8. The Lady Wildcats are trying to win their 13th consecutive game. But as we know, next week's going to be tough for the Lady Wildcats and the guys because Monday is senior night. We have one Lady Wildcat who's a senior. That would be Cannon Green. She'll be recognized along with her parents, obviously Erin Green and Paige Taylor. Those are her parents. She'll be recognized on Monday at the Wildcat Arena. The Wildcats have 3 seniors on the boys team. Bryson Comer, who is kind of dealing with an injury right now. We hope he's going to get better, and hopefully we'll see him Monday in the Alcoa ball game. We got Grayson Strader and Marcus Peters. It's a pretty good thing, Ben George, when you've got two basketball teams that both are are going to be number one seeds at the district tournament, and you only have a total of 4 seniors between the two. That bodes well for the next several years.
Yes, and just first of all, a really good senior class of these three, with 4 of them, with Grayson and Bryson and Marcus, and then Cannon on the girls' team. Just a really good group of people, not even just athletes, great group of people. And as they set the foundation for this basketball program for both boys and girls, to be at that high level, to be at that elite play of basketball, it's just great to see. And like you said, to play in district play and have both boys and girls teams number one seeds, it's really, really good for our game and really, really good for our school's athletics. Well, David, tonight we're on FM 92.7, sponsored by Flatwater Storytelling Festival. The Flatwater Tales Storytelling Festival brings 3 nationally acclaimed storytellers to the Grove Theater June 2nd and 3rd for 3 days of workshops and performances. This event is sponsored by the 3 Rotary Clubs of Oak Ridge and happens this first weekend of June every year. This year's stories include American history through music, and I guess old John wasn't crazy after all, after Oak Ridge prophet John Hendricks. You can go to flatwatertales.com for more information and to buy tickets.
We appreciate all of our sponsors that have been with us all season long, obviously, and all during football season as well. We could not do what we do with this outstanding crew if we didn't have sponsors like this one tonight. We've got sponsors for the Clinton game, and the final game against the Fulton Falcons, I believe, is going to be sponsored by the Wild Man, Mike Sheehan. I don't know if you know him, Ben, but he's sponsoring the ball game coming up a week from Saturday, the Fulton game. We've got Clinton on Thursday, Alcoa on Monday. Those are our next ball games, and the season comes to a close.
Yeah, David, really good lineup of games coming. An Alcoa team that we played really, really tough. Going into crunch time in that first game at Alcoa, playing really, really well. And then you see Clinton, what game that has been in our rivalry the past couple games that we played, especially in the Dome at Clinton. So just a great little couple games. And then Jody Wright and Fulton for the boys team at least, and then for the girls as well. Just a really good matchup there.
A little bit of a delay to start the second half here. There's a lot of people filtering in and out. They had a little dance group, if you watched it on the YouTube, and I think a lot of their parents have left, and it was a kind of a clog at the exit to get them out. So now we're underway here. Lady Wildcats come out here in the second half with Lindsay Cleveland, Demetria Strickland, Ayana Porter, Zayana Stewart, and Cannon Green, the original starting 5. That ball is knocked out of bounds by Zayana Stewart. 31-14, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. We've got Bashawn Knowles, we've got Ethan Eubanks, Ben George, Caleb Riker, Brian Bennett back at the station. 31-14 the score. Lady Wildcats in the lead, and they're going to call a foul away from the ball against, not even sure. You know who called it, though. You know who called it.
Yep, and it's an every time occurrence with them, apparently.
I just hope they don't let him do a district tournament ball game. I mean, at least in any of our games. I'd rather see him officiate other ball games here.
I'd much rather him officiate the Carnes games than ours.
Be nice. I've already made the Carnes people a little bit mad at me as Brandenburg goes in for the shot. Cleared out with her left hand. He's not going to call it, though. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. The lead is 31-16. Campbell County, good basketball team, very young, like the Lady Wildcats. Demetria dribbles in, cannot shoot. Here comes a trap. Out high it goes to Lindsay, around to Cannon. Into Lindsay, dribbles in, tripped by Brandenburg. Inadvertently, I wouldn't have called that. I think Lindsay actually just tripped over her as here comes the Cougars down the floor, layup. Good. They score with Sailor Hutchison, and Coach Kitts has called a timeout. Lindsay tripped as she went in. We have very few substitutions here, and let's see if she's going to come out. She had cramps the other day, and she's going to have to come out of the game. Bella Boone is going to check in. She's walking it off pretty good. Brian's attending to her. I think she'll be okay.
Yeah, she just got tripped up there on the not the baseline, right there near the free throw line on the other side of the floor, and then just kind of was difficult to get up, and now she's on the bench right there, and yeah, but we just hope for the best for her.
Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. Their lead's been cut to 31-18. Brian's going to look at her ankle as Cannon works the ball to Zay. Zay dribbles right, swings it over to Demetria Strickland around the green. Little 15-footer, a little strong, no good. Campbell County on the rebound. With the basketball will come number 33, Sailor Hutchison. Hutchison works the ball. Campbell County's still in the ball game. Lady Wildcats have got to continue to play hard. Emma Brandenburg is going to drive against Bella, swing it out to Pemberton. Pemberton swings the ball out. There's a wide open three. They're not going to take it. Hutchison drives in. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats running. Here comes Ayana Porter down the floor. Dribbles in. The ball is kicked away, and they're going to call a foul against Campbell County. And I don't agree with that one, to be honest with you. We'll take it. Kind of hit her from the backside. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball leading 31-18, 6:29 to play third period. Oak Ridge ball. In it comes. Bella turns, spins, shoots, no good. Here comes Campbell County. Lady Cougars trying to get the ball across the midcourt line. They're trapped right at the line, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. Nice play there by Sailor Hutchison to knock it off of Demetria. 31-18 the score. Brian Leftwood, the trainer, still working on Lindsey Cleveland. We'll get her back in the ball game as soon as we can, hopefully. I see Coach Taylor making sure that she's okay, and I think she is. Bella Lester with the basketball for Campbell County. Fires a pass intercepted by Cannon. Cannon Green pushes it up to Demetria. Demetria waits, now dribbles in, fires it out to the left side. Here it goes to Zayana, and then a double dribble is going to be called against Oak Ridge. Not a great start for the Lady Wildcats here in the third period.
That's true, David. Just not scoring points here early and just defensively allowing some points to be scored already in the paint for the Lady Cougars.
Campbell County turns the ball over. Lady Wildcats could get a layup right here. Here it is, no good. That's got to be a foul, and he called it. You know who did, and he's still back in the rear court. He's all the way on the baseline on the other side while the play was happening. He had to run back into the picture there as Oak Ridge will work the ball in. Lady Wildcats, Cannon Green, left corner. Three-pointer on its way, no good. The rebound, Lady Wildcats fought themselves for the rebound. Ayana and Zayana fought one another for that rebound and knocked it out.
You just see both players from both teams going for it. Great way to be at the ball right there to hustle, but at the same time still just trying to fight both of them and not communicating right there.
Oak Ridge basketball. Demetria pulls up, shoots a three. Good. Three-point shot for Demetria Strickland. And that'll be the first 3 points, and Coach Kitts has called a timeout. We're live here at Campbell County High School. Monday, it is senior night at the Wildcat Arena. We'll hope you'll join us. Hopefully we'll get a big crowd. We're not guaranteed any more home ball games after Monday, but if the Wildcats and Lady Wildcats can get to the championship game of the district tournament, they would host a round 1 region game. If Oak Ridge boys and girls win the district tournament, they could host the entire tournament at the Wildcat Arena. So you want to win your district championship, and that'll start here in about 2 weeks.
For sure. And, again, just both teams trying to battle it out against Campbell County tonight. Girls already winning the District 3 regular season, but still trying to get better and still trying to win out regardless. But boys looking for a berth tonight to be able to host that region tournament here at Oak Ridge High School, rather.
That was the beautiful voice of Ben George here at Campbell County High School as the Cougars trail Oak Ridge 34-18. The Wildcats putting on a little pressure in the rear court. They get it across the line with number 15. The Wildcats steal it right away once again from Carly Kitts. Here's Oak Ridge down the floor. Ayana with it. Demetria's already hit one. Why not two? Good. Demetria hits yet another three-point shot. Back-to-back trays for Demetria, and that is number 41 and 42 on the year for Demetria Strickland, and Campbell County turns it over. Lady Wildcats up 19. So after kind of a slow start here, Ben, in the third quarter, the Wildcats have lit it up, in particular with Demetria.
Correct, and just out of the break here, you've seen them start with a little bit more fire, getting those quick transition threes for Demetria, and they're playing really well offensively. Here with another three, good.
Ayana Porter with a three-point shot, and for Ayana on the year, that is number 24 for her on the three-point shots as Campbell County brings the ball down the floor. Shot is blocked, taken away by Cannon. Cannon Green looks for Ayana, and she's dribbling coast to coast. Coast to coast, all the way into the right side, goes up for the shot, she's fouled. Personal foul is going to be called against Lacey Pemberton. Campbell County fans didn't like it. You know who it is who called it. Now Coach Kitts is arguing. You know you're struggling when both coaches, and there's a technical. I told you.
I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. That you just see it all the time, and I thought it would have happened during the first half, but here it goes right here with this second one here. Excuse me, this first one here in the second half.
He just his face is red. He just is thin-skinned, I guess. But Coach Kitts is called for a technical foul. I thought it'd be our coaches, honestly, but like I said, he just has very thin skin, and he just does, you know. Correct,
and just seeing Coach Wright. Both Coach Wrights and then Coach Taylor down there, I've just been noticing that they've been getting pretty fired up with the calls, and so it's interesting that they called it on Campbell County right here.
Back to the line once again. Ayana's just a free throw shooting machine. She hit the first two, misses that one. She'll have another one here. 42-18, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. 4:26 to play in the third period. Back to the line, Oak Ridge, toss, good. So Ayana hits 3 out of the 4, and the Lady Wildcats lead it by a score of 43-18, and now they're going to get the ball side court. Lindsay yet to come back in the ball game, and with the score the way it is, not knowing the severity of her ankle right there, I wouldn't bring her in.
Correct, and you just want to take time with it, especially after the knee injuries that she's had in the previous here in this year alone, really just. You want to take time with it, and Brian and Coach Taylor will for sure be thinking about that.
Ayana Porter with the basketball, dribbling in, lost it, saved it. And that's such a quick jump. And they call a jump ball, the alternate possession arrow, to Oak Ridge. And it'll be Cannon to work the ball in. And it comes to Demetria Strickland. 4:10 to play third quarter. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 43-18. Sean Knowles, Ethan Eubanks, Ben George, Caleb Riker doing our work today. They're all high school kids. Appreciate them helping on our crew, as usual. Zayana Stewart lost the ball, picked up by Cannon. It's another jump ball, the alternate possession arrow this time to the Lady Cougars.
Just a great hustle right there by Cannon, getting there with the ball, just from not even over near the play, but then gets over there in time to be able to grab the ball, but unfortunately possession arrow going to Campbell County's way.
43-18, the Lady Wildcats in the lead, 3:47 to play in the third quarter. Here's a shot blocked by Bella. Brandenburg gets the bucket up good. Brandenburg is a 5'10 player, and down the floor will come Oak Ridge quickly. Up by 23 points with 3:35 to play in the third quarter. No game tomorrow. This game was originally scheduled for Friday. If you have a schedule, you probably thought it was going to be today. There's a turnover by Oak Ridge. Here comes Campbell County down the floor. But next week we do have 3 ball games, starting with senior night, as that's a nice drive. Lacey Pemberton goes coast to coast and draws the foul from Cannon Green. She just took her all the way to the rim. Really nice play by the sophomore.
Correct, David, and you just saw right there. She, like you just said, just took her all the way to the hoop right there and gets fouled in turn.
Free throw is up, and it is good. Down the floor will come the Wildcats once again, leading by a score of 43-23. We're here at Campbell County High School. Actually, one of my favorite places to come to watch a ball game. Believe it or not, I was telling the guys coming up here that back in the day, Campbell County was awesome in basketball, on boys basketball, and they haven't been good really for a while now. We did play them in the district championship game a year ago, but they're not at the same level. In 94, 95, 96, they won the district championship in the tournament. Campbell County did.
Wow. Yeah, and it's just hard to believe. Just recently, haven't been able to get those things going. You mentioned how we played them in the district tournament last year. Just a little bit different from those 90s that they've had the championships there. As Bella's going up, and they're playing really, really physical in the paint.
Campbell County, though, has it coming down the floor. They've got some numbers here. They're going to drive in. Shot is good. They lay it in off of the glass. Bella Lester. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor, trapped in the rear court. And Lester, she's very aggressive, but a lot of her fouls have been just like that, where she's just a little bit too aggressive, to be honest with you. And that'll be the 15th foul, and Oak Ridge will call a timeout. We haven't taken one in a while. We're live at Campbell County High School, 43-25 the score. We'll be back to Campbell County High School following this 30-second timeout. Welcome back once again to Campbell County High School. 43-25 is our score. Tonight we're on FM 92.7, sponsored by the Flatwater Storytelling Festival. The Flatwater Tales Storytelling Festival brings 3 nationally acclaimed storytellers to the Grove Theater June 2nd and 3rd, 3 days of workshops, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, I guess, workshops and performances. The event is sponsored by the 3 Oak Ridge Rotary Clubs and happens the first weekend of June every year. This year's stories include the American history through music, and I guess old John wasn't crazy after all about Oak Ridge Prophet John Hendricks. Go to flatwatertales.com for more information and tickets. Here we go once again. The Lady Wildcat lead has been cut to 18 at 43-25. The Wildcats back on offense here. Wildcats have Cannon Green in the ball game. Driving in, free throw line jumper, a little strong, no good. Gets her own rebound, she's fouled. Cannon will go to the free throw line for the Wildcats. Lindsey Cleveland, Brian still working on her ankle. I was kind of talking to Lindsey's grandmother a minute ago, and she said, she's just her mobility. She's already suffered through all kinds of injuries all year, but Lindsey's tough and she'll be back.
Yeah, you just see her effort and resiliency here in the past couple games. She's been back since the knee injury she had earlier this year, and you just can tell her effort and her, like I said, resiliency, but more importantly, just her urgency to get back on the court and her urgency to play for this team.
Both shots good by Cannon. She's a 71% free throw shooter, averaging 4.5 points a game. Gives Oak Ridge a 20-point lead once again, 45-25. Lady Wildcats currently playing with Demetria Strickland, Ayana Porter, Cannon Green, Zayana Stewart, and Bella Boone. Wildcats only have one other option on the bench, and that is Kaylee Hickman, as if Lindsey cannot come back in the ball game. With the basketball will come the Lady Cougars, number 10, and there's going to be a hold on Zayana Stewart. And the Oak Ridge fans didn't like it. Campbell County fans did. 45-25. They don't reward good defense here, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, as soon as you get in that passing lane and you try and go grab that ball, they're calling reach-ins every single time.
2:07 to play third quarter, 45-25. Lady Wildcats by 20. 5-second count is on. There it is. 5-second count on Bella Lester. That was a quick 5 seconds, though, but we'll take it there, Ben.
Yeah, that's and I started applauding it because I didn't think it was that quick of a 5 seconds, but he eventually called it. So he's gotten on my good side a little bit this third quarter.
Minute 55 to play third quarter. Lady Wildcats by 20. Zone defense once again by Campbell County. 45-25 the score. Lady Wildcats working into Bella. Bella Boone to Cannon Green. Harassed outside by Reagan Davis. Works it over to Demetria. High looping pass off to Ayana Porter outside the three-point circle. 45-25, Oak Ridge working time. 1:33 to play in the third period. Oak Ridge has led the entire way for the most part. Maybe fell behind on the first shot or so, but since that time it's been all Oak Ridge. Wildcats, how's she keep that dribble as she works it out to Zay. Zay around to Demetria, three-pointer from the corner, good. Demetria, like she was on Tuesday, is on fire shooting. She had 22 points, I think, on Tuesday, and tonight she's kind of picked up where she left off.
Yeah, David, already up to 25 points and already with 5 threes here in this game.
Campbell County basketball trailing 48-25. Here's a steal by Oak Ridge. Wildcats, Demetria Strickland driving. Demetria coast to coast, off the glass, she's fouled. Foul called against Campbell County, and number 12, Reagan Davis, tried to help Demetria up, and good sportsmanship by the Lady Cougars. So I've always been very impressed with the Campbell County girls basketball program. They have beaten Oak Ridge more than any other team. You read that 18 times. We've beaten them more than any other team because we played them so many times in the postseason because they're always up there in the postseason.
Correct, and yeah, Coach Kitts has done a great job with this program the past couple of years, rebuilding and doing a great job here in this district. As you can see in the past couple matchups that we've had against them, and just again, really in this series completely, just playing really great basketball against them more than anybody else, and them the same way.
Campbell County basketball, number 33 drives in against Bella, shot is blocked by Campbell County. They've got it into Brandenburg. She puts it up and scores. Here comes Oak Ridge back the other way, leading 49-27. 31 seconds to play. Oak Ridge basketball. Demetria to Cannon. Shoots a three. High arcing shot. No good. Bella battles. Can't get the rebound. Saved by Zay, though. Zay's going to dribble in. Throw up a shot. No good. Bella with the rebound. Good. Bella Boom with a putback. And the Lady Wildcats lead 51-27. 13 seconds to play. Here comes a steal by Oak Ridge. Zayana with it with 9. Zayana dribbles, drives all the way to the hole. Good! Count it! And she's fouled. Lady Wildcats up 51-27. 5.8 seconds. Now it's 53-27. And Oak Ridge will go to the free throw line. Zay's been kind of quiet in this one.
Yeah, Zay being a little off. Well, I say a little off. Just playing a little bit more quiet this game with now 9 points after that free throw make, and just a little bit different than the past couple games.
Campbell County's not going to get a shot off. It's blocked anyway as the third quarter comes to a close. 3 quarters in the books here. The Lady Wildcats on top 54-27. They are 8 minutes away from going undefeated in the district and win their 13th game in a row. 54-27 the score. We'll be back for the fourth quarter in 60 seconds. David Clary back here along with Ben George, Ethan Eubanks, Vashawn Knowles, Mr. All-Region football player, along with Caleb Riker and Brian Bennett. Scott, it's always good to have an All-Region guy on our crew.
Correct, David. And I think the one stat that you forgot, the award rather, that you forgot to mention was that he was voted by his team also as the outside linebacker of the year as well.
Yeah, and we were talking to Coach Price before the game, and he voted for Vashawn, and Vashawn shook his hand and was very happy about that. As the Wildcats go to the free throw line with Ayana Porter, 7:43 to play. Matt and Justin Price are the football coaches up here. I guess they're kind of football coaches. Justin is the head coach officially, but such great guys, athletic director here at Campbell County High School. They do so much for us when we come up here, always ready for us to come up here. They got in touch with me before the ball game today and just said, what do we need? And I told them we needed a table and 3 chairs. We get here, there's a table and 3 chairs. Wildcats here in the fourth quarter. Cannon Green's going to dribble in, free throw line, had a shot. Zay thought about a 3, pulls up, shoots a 3 on its way. Good. 3-point shot for Zayana Stewart. Zayana's hit a few threes this year, and she knocks down yet another one. And for her, that'll be her 20th three-pointer of the season. 57-29, Lady Wildcats all over Campbell County. Lady Wildcats 6 minutes, 53 seconds away. And there's a foul against Zay. It's a good call. Hammered her, actually. 6:51 to play in the ball game. 57-29. And going to the free throw line will go Lacey Pemberton. Stay with us. We'll have the boys' game coming up on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. Free throw hits the front end of the rim, no good. Lacey Pemberton did not play in the first game. 5'10 sophomore. Wildcats are going to sweep the series with Campbell County. 6:51 to play, 57-29. Second toss, good. Like I said, Ben, as Coach Taylor's going to call a timeout. Let's take it 2. 6:51 to play, 57-30 the score. We'll be back to Campbell County in 60 seconds. Back here at Campbell County High School, the Lady Wildcats on top by 27. 6:51 to play in the ball game, 57-30. You know, Ben, we've talked about this, and as the Lady Wildcats bring the ball down the floor, Lady Wildcats started and struggled out of the gate. I think they were 3-8 at one point. Since that time, we went up to Greenville, lost the first game to the number 1 team in Virginia. They have 13 straight wins.
Yeah, and even in that loss to the team from Virginia, they played really, really competitive basketball and fought tooth and nail from the beginning to the end. And there's a foul right there. And again, back into district play, that has been the Lady Wildcats' bread and butter for years now, but specifically this year, being able to compete in this difficult of a district and play the best that they've been able to, it's just been great to be able to see them go 12 straight.
Bella Lester has just fouled out of the ball game. That is the 10th team foul on Campbell County. To the free throw line, Oak Ridge. Toss, no good. Zayana Stewart, Demetria Strickland, Bella Boone, Cannon Green, Ayana Porter in the ball game. I see Lindsay down there. Her foot is up, actually on Jenna Johnson, who going to have knee surgery on the 24th of February. Unfortunately, she's averaging 10 points a ball game, and she's out for the year, along with Anaya Porter, who hurt her knee at the start of the season. So we've got 2 ACL injuries. And that's why our depth is so small right now, except for the young ones, as we're going to get a travel called against Oak Ridge. ACLs are nothing to sneeze at, but good news is nowadays you get your surgery and there's a chance, she'll be back to play before next season.
Correct. And we hope the best for her. And, just the main goal for her, I'm sure, is just to be able to come back for summer ball, because then you'll have different players coming in, a different team all together, but then you'll just be able to compete in summer ball action and be able to get better and be able to get back on the court and recover and do a lot better going into next season's
Campbell County basketball. Well. Pemberton wants to drive in against Bella. She's fouled by Bella Boone. 5 minutes, 53 seconds to play in the ball game. 27-point lead for the Lady Wildcats, 57-30. You might remember this was the site of last year's District 3 tournament. Wildcats beat Campbell County's boys for the title. The Lady Wildcats beat Powell for the district title. This year the district tournament will be at Powell High School. Both Powell teams have struggled a bit this year, but as we saw when we went over there a couple weeks ago, they're always tough at home, and it'll be a tough place. I wouldn't want to draw either one of the Powell teams at the district tournament.
No, and it's just been it was difficult when we went to Powell just recently, and there goes Zayana Stewart with the score. And here goes the steal, picks it up, Demetria Strickland gets it up good in transition with the steal.
And she's pushing towards 30, is she not?
That she is, now with 27 after that steal score.
Here's a shot by Campbell County, no good. On the rebound, the Lady Cougars. Again, Brandenburg up with the shot, good. Brandenburg scores. Here comes Oak Ridge leading 61-32. Down the floor will come the Cougars. Campbell County, they commit a lot of fouls. They do a lot of reach-ins. I think just trying to slow down the quickness of the Lady Wildcats. As Bella has the ball at the free throw line, needs some help, and they're going to call a travel against Bella. She never really caught it cleanly and turned the ball over.
Nah, just didn't have the ball there in her possession, and then just rolls her feet a little bit and then just gets that travel call.
5:08 to play in the ball game. 61-32 the score. Parker Searle in attendance here, as he always is at the Oak Ridge High School basketball games. 61-32, member of the Oak Ridge Wildcat football program. 61-32 Lady Wildcats. Campbell County throws the ball away. Oak Ridge will get it. We'll hope you'll stay tuned for the boys' game that's coming up immediately following this one. I'll speak to Coach Paige Taylor after the game. Then Ben will have the stats of this one. 61-32 Lady Wildcats. Stephanie and Neil Thompson watching our broadcast here tonight from Campbell County, and along with Mama Green. She's in Nashville, I believe, right now, unable to make the game. And Mama Green missing a ball game along with Daddy Green, Danny Faye. They don't miss many ball games, but they're watching on our YouTube stream.
No, yeah, it's unfortunate you told me that, because I was getting ready to say that I thought Mama Green would be over there getting stats for the next game, and Danny Green would be here for the team to be able to coach the team tonight. But unfortunately, they aren't here tonight. But we just appreciate them watching our broadcast tonight.
Nice rebound there by Bella Boone on their missed shot. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor, leading 61-32. Here's Zay dribbling in. Finds Oak Ridge, Ayana Porter to Bella. Out it goes Cannon, won't take the three. Looks to Zay, slings it to the corner. She has a three. Backs it up. Now will drive against her defender, number 24, Stanfill. Works it over to Cannon. Free throw line jumper is good. Cannon, a nice little mid-range jumper, and the Lady Wildcats have a 31-point lead over Campbell County. 3:54 to play. The girls' junior varsity won tonight, 45-35. So Lady Wildcats trying to get two wins on the girls' side as Bella knocks the ball out of bounds. They tried to get the ball inside to Emma Brandenburg, the 5'10 junior, but it was knocked out of bounds. 63-32. Lady Wildcats in the lead. 3:45 to play here in the ball game. Brandenburg working hard to get the ball. She got it, but Zay blocks the shot. Oak Ridge pushes it up. Demetria has trouble with the dribble, has to track it down on the right side, gets a screen from Zay, and then steps out of bounds with the basketball. Pretty good defense there by Campbell County. Oak Ridge tried to get that fast break going, just couldn't get it going. And then Wildcats turned the ball over.
Yeah, just having to be able to hold on to the basketball right there and be able to finish is one thing that you want to see right there. Just unfortunate that they weren't able to finish right there at the rim.
Campbell County ball, 63-32. Here's Pemberton driving in, stops, holds it, needs to get rid of it, goes down the floor and throws it away. Zayana anticipates the pass and steals it. Zayana Stewart coast to coast against Brandenburg, and Brandenburg fouls her hard. And it'll send Oak Ridge to the free throw line. I'll give Brandenburg some credit. She's kind of a big girl, but she ran full tilt down the floor to stop what was going to be a layup. She's going to come out of the ball game now. They're going to get Aaliyah Woodson in the game. She's a 5'6 sophomore. I think her dad is Lee Woodson, the former Campbell County Cougar. Back in the day, played in the early 90s. And that's how old I am, Ben. And it's bad when the grandkids start playing after players that I've seen over the years. And that free throw is up and good by Zayana Stewart. 64-32, 3:11 to play. One of the few times I've come up here, Ben, where it hadn't been forecasting snow hopefully when we go out in the parking lot, we won't have a lot of white stuff on the ground.
Yeah, it has been really cold the past couple hours up here, and that may change, though. I don't know.
65-32 the score. I think Coach Cummings is telling me that they should tell the scorekeeper to run the clock, and they're not doing it. 3:07 to play, 65-32 the score with the basketball destiny Rutherford. Rutherford holds it, slings it over to her right. They lob it down. Nice pass. Inside to number 32, shot is good. Lacey Pemberton scores, and it's 65-34, 2:51 to play in the ball game. The boys game will follow here in Campbell County. Stay tuned for that. Wildcats still, Lindsey Cleveland still on the Oak Ridge bench as Kaylee Hickman's in the ball game. She's diving for a loose ball, needs to get rid of it and tries to. Big fight for it. The alternate possession arrow to Campbell County. So Lady Wildcats now playing with Kaylee Hickman, Cannon Green, Ayanna Porter. Hope you enjoyed Ayanna's interview yesterday on the Off the Glass show along with Jenna Johnson. I feel bad for Jenna. She's out for the year, but hopefully she'll be all ready to go. As we got a lot of basketball to be played in her career. She's only a sophomore. Lady Wildcats, the majority of this team is sophomores. Only one senior, that's Cannon Green, and she'll be recognized on senior night on Monday. And we'll hope you'll be at the Wildcat Arena. That is the last regular season home game. Here's a steal by Cannon, and Rutherford is tied up by Cannon, and that'll be a turnover. Campbell County getting routed on their home floor here, 65-34, but they're playing hard, Ben. That's all you can ask for as a coach.
Correct, and with a hostile crowd like this one, I mean, you see the student section in tenfold over there, just bringing it and bringing the energy this early here, and it happened all the whole game, all the way. So you just hope that your team can be able to play in environments like this, and the Lady Wildcats have been able to compete that way.
We've got 2:01 to play in the ball game, 65-34. Lady Wildcats headed for the win, and Ben, I'm going to let you do the rest of the game on the play-by-play. Go for it.
Sounds good. Here goes Demetria Strickland passing over to Ayanna Porter. Porter with the basketball, passing over to Cannon Green. Cannon giving it over to Demetria. Demetria outside of Ayanna in the corner. Lady Wildcats just moving around the basketball. Cannon Green over to Ayanna. Continuing to move with it. 1:30 here to go in the game. Bella Boone, Cannon Green. These Lady Wildcats potentially just looking to run out the clock right here with a couple of paint opportunities. Campbell County playing pretty close still. Trying to play great defense with Coach Kitts as always. And now they're just going to look to dribble it out with 1 minute left here in the game. Inside to Bella. Bella outside, back again to Ayanna Porter. Lady Wildcats still dribbling it up. Nearing half court. Here goes Ayanna. Ayanna inside the paint now. Here she goes. Cannon Green. Cannon Green going to drive. Cannon outside to the top of the three. Yeah, they're just moving this basketball, David. Just getting ready to finish up right here. With nearing 40 minutes and now 30 seconds left here in the game. And there goes a foul called. And so now, here in the bonus for both these teams, Lady Wildcats going to shoot the 1-and-1. Ayanna Porter now, Demetria Strickland now at the free throw line. Here she goes with that first one up and good.
And she's getting closer to 30 here. I said that a moment ago. She might not have enough time to do it, though.
Yeah, right now she's at 28, and with about 31 seconds left here in this game, it doesn't look to be that way that she'll get those extra two. Maybe I might be wrong, though. I say extra two now, 1 point away from going for 30. Now with 29, Lady Cougars going to dribble it up the basketball floor. 14 inside, and that's going to get tipped. Cannon Green. And now the Lady Wildcats just going to dribble it up the floor. Ayanna Porter still running it up. Ayanna Porter still going up with it, but going to get it back outside to the top of the key. So now the Lady Wildcats looking to hold on to the basketball. As the final score from here at Campbell County for the Lady Wildcats, it's Lady Wildcats 67, Campbell County Lady Cougars 34. Once again, from here at Campbell County High School, it's the Lady Wildcats 67, Campbell County Lady Cougars 34. David?
Thanks a lot, Ben. We appreciate that. You better write that score down really quick. They'll take it off the scoreboard really fast. Lady Wildcats do win 67-34. Now we're about to have a presentation down on the floor. Matt and Justin Price, member of their coaching staff, obviously. Wide receiver Devin Jones is getting a plaque from the Price brothers. And another quarterback, their quarterback, who just had a great year for Campbell County, I think is going to get his plaque as well. So congratulations to him. We're going to take a break here while they do this presentation. The boys' game will follow here on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. I'll have an opportunity before I take that extended break. Tonight we're on FM 92.7, sponsored by the Flatwater Storytelling Tales Festival, bringing 3 nationally acclaimed storytellers to the Grove Theater June 2nd, 3rd for 3 days of workshops and performances. The event is sponsored by the 3 Oak Ridge Rotary Clubs and happens the first weekend of June every year. This year's stories include the American history through music, and I guess old John wasn't crazy after all, about Oak Ridge prophet John Hendricks. You can go to flatwatertales.com for more information. Let's get the mic over there for Coach Taylor, who has now joined me here, so we won't take that break. Coach, first off, congratulations on the win, 10-0. That's one thing we talked about yesterday on the television show. As you said, I think your words were, we've gotten this far, we might as well win. Yeah, and you did.
Yeah, I felt like our effort was really, really good. We started out a little bit slow. We had to get in a rhythm, but I think, at one point, we held them to 6 points late into the second quarter, if I remember right. I felt like our defense was super effective. We had a ton of transition buckets, and we shot the ball really well, in my opinion, from the perimeter. You
got Lindsay hurt. How is she?
It's
turned ankle.
She should be fine.
Okay, I thought so. I mean, I thought to myself, you were up 30. There was no need to put her back in the ball game.
No reason to. Yeah.
Dimitri, another big night. I think she had 29 points, something like that, and she hit some threes. And she's just starting to score like a machine for you in the last few games.
Yeah, like I said this the other day. On any given night, somebody else is going to lead us in scoring, and Dimitri has stepped up, big and. When we're making threes and these teams are playing a zone and they stay in that zone, I'm okay with that, But Dimitri, she's also playing pretty well defensively and turning some transition points into layups, or at least getting the ball out. She pushes the ball really well for us in transition too.
Campbell County's very physical. I mean, a lot of their fouls were reach-in fouls. The fouls there were some fouls I didn't see happen, but
right.
That happened.
At one point, one of the officials said to me, "Okay, I'm going to start calling it tighter because I don't want any more to get hurt." And I'm like, I don't know why you change. I don't know. Like if you see things or you're letting things go, if it's a foul, it's a foul. I appreciate people letting us play, but I don't think it's just hard when you see there's not consistency.
Coach, I know which one you were talking about too, but I'll let you you don't have to say it at all.
Right.
So talk about the goods and the bad that you saw tonight.
A lot of good things. Our defensive pressure was really good. I felt like we got the ball out and pushed in transition, didn't allow a lot of second chance opportunities. We guarded their weaknesses well. We're able to turn them over some. Our press was effective at times, more than it has been effective. Our half-court offense, I think one of the bad things, there are times when we are not sharing the basketball and we're getting stagnant and we're trying to go one-on-one. You can't go one-on-one against a zone. And when we moved the ball around and we did that more in the second half, we got some wide open shots. I felt like, I challenged them at halftime with that. One thing we've got to stop doing is, we got to learn to use our left hand. Stop going right every time.
Coach, you've won 13 in a row, but it's going to get really tough on Monday on senior night. Mm-hmm. You got one of the top teams in the state coming into your gym. We saw them, maybe the first week of the season, way back in November or early December. Right. It was the Alcoa Lady Tornadoes. They were a state tournament team, I think, a year ago.
Yes.
And about everybody back, and they're
Yes.
really, really good.
They are. I mean, I've told everybody all year, Alcoa's got it. They've got it from all angles. They've got two great guards. They've got a really good post player, and they've got another post, a 3-4 type player. I mean, they've got all positions covered, and it'll be a tough matchup for us. I'll be interested to see how we turn around from now. We're finished with district play as far as regular season, and we've got 3 games here to challenge us, and I'll be interested to see how we step up.
Coach, I'll let you go. It's a Thursday night. It's a school night. You got to go to work tomorrow.
I've got to go to Charleston, South Carolina tonight.
Wow. Tonight?
Tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, Cannon got accepted into the honors program, and she also, only 180 kids got invited to interview weekend from that group, and
Wow.
she was one of those kids, and she has to be there by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Congratulations,
So,
I think.
Yes.
For her,
I'm
anyway.
well on my way tonight.
Yeah, okay, Coach, I'll let you go here.
Thank you.
We'll see you on Monday. Lady Wildcats win the ball game here. Let me get Ben in here to run down the final statistics here. Lady Wildcats win it, and they are 10-0 in district play on the year, and you've got the final scoring, Ben.
Yes, David, and as the Lady Wildcats finish off the year, the regular season rather, at 10-0. For scoring for the Lady Wildcats, it was Demetria Strickland with 4 2-point shots, 5 threes for Demetria, and 5 free throws for Demetria as well, with 29 points tonight, just 1 point shy of 30 points. And then for number 5, Zayana Stewart, 2-point shots, and a 3-point shot for her as well, and 5 free throws for her as well, totaling up 17 points for the Lady Wildcats. Ayana Porter, number 10, with a 3 and 5 free throws, totaling up 8 points total for the Lady Wildcats. Lindsey Cleveland with a 2-point shot. Number 24, the senior Cannon Green with a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and 2 free throws, totaling up 7 points for the Lady Wildcats. And then number 31 as well, Bella Boone with 2 2-point shots, totaling up 4 points total for the Lady Wildcats as they defeat the Campbell County Cougars 67-34. David?
Thanks a lot there, Ben. The Lady Wildcats victorious here. The guys are a few moments away from playing, about 10 minutes. We're going to take a break here, send it back to Brian Bennett. Lady Wildcats win. The girls junior varsity wins. We're going to go for the triple sweep. The Wildcats trying to win the district championship tonight here at Campbell County. We'll be back to Campbell County High School following this 3-minute timeout. What was the final score again? Welcome back once again to Campbell County High School, about 6.5 minutes away from the start of the boys' game. Wildcats taking on the Campbell County Cougars. Caleb Reicher joins us here. Caleb, you have more information about tonight's game.
Yes, I do, Dave. Oh, there you go. Okay. So our Oak Ridge Wildcats, we are 19-3, 8-1 in the district. Very good versus the not so good Campbell County record, 8-13, 0-9 in the district. Technically, the Wildcats will be the #1 seed at the District 3 tournament by virtue of their victory over the Carnes Beavers on Tuesday. The Wildcats have one game lead over West and Carnes, but have the tiebreaker over the Beavers because of their sweep of the series. Oak Ridge and West split their series, which puts them in the hunt for at least a co-championship, but not the top seed because of the tiebreaker formula. If this is all confusing, there's a simple solution. If the Wildcats beat Campbell County tonight, they are the undisputed regular season district champions. The Lady Wildcats wrapped up their championship on Tuesday. Oak Ridge defeated the last place Cougars back on January 17th, 85-61. Oak Ridge has beaten the Cougars 50 consecutive times, dating back to their last win in 1999. It is the longest win streak in Oak Ridge boys basketball history. The Wildcats lead the once competitive series 86-25 since 1975. The Cougars have been in any tight games this season, but can't seem to get over the hump in the close district games. The Cougars have 2 overtime losses in the district, a 3 overtime loss to Central, and 2 overtime loss to Powell on Tuesday. It was the 7th straight loss for the Cougars. They also have a 2-point loss to West during this losing streak. West is the only team to beat Oak Ridge this season in a district game. Their last win was a 2 overtime win over Oneida on January 9th. After playing the district championship game a year ago, the Cougars find themselves in dead last place this season under second-year head coach Ernie Clausen. Currently, Oak Ridge is in first place, followed by Carnes and West. Powell sits at the bottom 4 with Central and Campbell County rounding out the bottom of the standings. Tonight is the final district game. Oak Ridge will finish their regular season next week with a senior night game against Alcoa on Monday, then road trips to Clinton on Thursday, and a Saturday game against Fulton. Oh, and at Fulton, by the way. Oak Ridge seniors Grayson Strader, Bryson Comer, and Marcus Peters will be recognized Monday. Never mind. Tonight we are on FM 92.7, sponsored by Flatwater Storytelling Festival. The Flatwater Tales Story Festival brings 3 nationally acclaimed storytellers to the Grove Theater June 2nd and 3rd for 3 days of workshops and performances. The event is sponsored by 3 Oak Ridge Rotary Clubs and happens the first week of June every year. This year's story include American history through music and I Guess Old John Wasn't Crazy After All, about Oak Ridge prophet John Hendricks. Go to flatwatertales.com. Again, flatwatertales.com for more information and tickets. We are live in Campbell County for the final regular season game on FM 92.7, prepradio.com, and Channel 15. Our sponsors for tonight's games are the Fox Insurance Group, Tin Bank of Oak Ridge, the Oak Ridge Utility District, Mortgage Investors Group, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, and Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance. We also appreciate our sponsors who have been with us all season long. We'd also like to thank Sandry Henry and Terry Lee for their continuing support as well. It's time for a break, and we will come back. David will have the starting lineups and then a tip-off game between Oak Ridge and Campbell County. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
United States color bearer and the commander of tonight's color guard is Cadet Eddie Baker. Will you please join us with the national anthem? And please remain standing until the color guard has left the floor.
Welcome back once again to Campbell County High School. About to have our starting lineup. The Wildcats wearing their all Cardinal jerseys today with gray trim. The Wildcats coached by Aaron Green in his 13th year, assisted by Danny Green, Ronnie Scott, Ted Mitchell. Fake Mama Green's not here with us. Neither is Danny tonight. We hope you're feeling better today. I know you're watching on our YouTube stream right now as the starting lineups are being introduced out on the floor. The Wildcats wearing their Cardinals. I know a lot of people like the grays, but I really like the Cardinal jerseys.
I love the Cardinals, and one thing that we're trying to get together for senior night is being able to have the gray jerseys, but we're just trying to figure out all the specifics with Coach Green and the director of basketball operations, Mr. Aiden Hawkins, so we'll figure that out.
I interviewed him the other day on the TV show, and he really takes his job seriously, I can tell you that.
Yes, he does, and it's great because it's great to see somebody else who has that much spirit in our school.
I want to remind everybody that tonight's game is brought to you by the Flatwater Tales Storytelling Festival. We appreciate them. Wildcat starters tonight: Brennan Scott, Grayson Strader, Raekwon Watson, Caden Brightheart, and Cooper Williams. The Wildcats with 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, and 1 senior starter. Campbell County wearing their white jerseys, their traditional white with a little bit of orange, very little blue. They'll step to the circle with number 12, and that'll be Gavin Cox. And it'll be Grayson Strader for Oak Ridge. The Wildcats trying to win the district championship, and they can do it tonight. Ball up control by Grayson, and we are underway here at the Campbell County High School gym. Wildcats setting it up, moving left to right here as we start play here in the first quarter. Oak Ridge basketball. Ray to Brennan Scott. Brennan drives in. Free throw line, cannot shoot. Good defense, Campbell County. Wildcats working into Big Cooper. Back to Brennan. Pulls up, shoots a 3. No good. Rebound, Caden Brightheart. Back to Ray. Ray shoots a 3. It's on its way short. Hits the rim and goes out of bounds. It'll be Campbell County basketball. Wildcats a little impatient there. A couple threes. They missed them both. But shooters got to shoot, and they got to get ready to hit a few tonight.
Yeah, that is correct, David. Just winning there at the tip, but just not getting those first couple shots in.
Campbell County coming down the floor with the basketball for them will be number 2. That'll be Devin Jones. He's a 6-foot senior, great receiver on their football team as well, and he's finally a senior. We've seen him have some really good games against the Wildcats as he works the dribble outside the line, turned his ankle the other day, Campbell County launches a three, no good. Rebound, Brennan Scott. Brennan and the Wildcats coming down the floor. Scoreless game just underway. 7:05 to play first quarter. Boy, Coach Green's into it, already telling them to move.
Yeah, you just hear Coach Green all the way from probably back in Oak Ridge, just hearing Coach Green screaming for them to move.
The Wildcats have taken 3 shots. All threes, they've missed them. Ball is knocked away and saved on the floor by Grayson. Reach in, and he's going to call a jump ball. Wasn't sure. Whenever he blows his whistle, I'm not sure what he's going to call.
Yeah, the girls' game ended off better with his calls, but didn't start that way. But I don't know what, like you said, I don't know how to expect it.
Campbell County ball, no score here. Bounce pass comes in at number 55, John Lawn. He's 6'3", he's a senior. Launches a three, no good. Tipped in, good. We'll give the bucket to number 12, Gavin Cox, and Campbell County leads it 2-0. Brennan shoots another three. Good. Banks open here, Ben George, but the Wildcats, good to see Brennan knock down that three.
Great for him to start off the night with the first 3 points, and there you go with Brennan Scott as always.
Campbell County misses the shot. Cooper deflects the rebound, saved by Brennan, and he's going to be tied up. Alternate possession arrow to Oak Ridge. 6:17 to play in the first quarter, 3-2. The Wildcats in the lead. Working camera right now, we got Vashon Dawes working the scoreboard, Ethan Eubanks, Ben George doing color commentary and stats, Caleb Riker doing camera work down on the floor, Brian Bennett back at the station. My name is David Clary. Here's Ray with the basketball. Stops, bounce pass back to Brennan. Brennan at the free throw line, lost it on the elbow. Taken away by Campbell County. Brennan had an uncharacteristic night of turnovers the other night as Grayson commits a foul, stops the layup. They'll have to earn it at the free throw line. It'll be John Long. Brennan had an uncharacteristic night Tuesday night in the game against Carnes. Committed a few turnovers and didn't shoot the ball real well, and he's getting a little pep talk from his dad, Coach Ronnie Scott.
Yeah, that's true. And just about last game, he, like you said, he was a little off. Just didn't play his normal game that he normally would, scoring-wise and holding on to the basketball. Getting started with the three tonight and then with the turnover, you just hope that tonight it will be looking a little different.
First shot up, no good. Second shot, good. We're tied at 3. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Ernie Clausen is the head coach of Campbell County. 3-3 our score, 5:46 to play in the first period. With the basketball, Caden Brightheart drives in, pulls up, shoots. Short. Rebound, Grayson Strader. Wildcat basketball, Brennan thought about a three, pulled up but didn't shoot it. Coach Green says you should have shot it or passed it. The Wildcats got to move it. Here comes Oak Ridge's Ray working the ball. Wildcats setting up their offense, trying to get things going here. The Wildcats struggling here. Here comes Grayson Strader with a shot, good. Grayson off the glass, and the Wildcats retake the lead. 5-3 our score. Down the floor with the basketball will come Campbell County once again. Trying to get the ball in, and they do. They'll work the ball across the line with their point guard, and that is Devin Jones. Guarded by Ray in the rear court, nearly stripped of the ball by Ray. Here comes the trap set by Caden Brightheart. He's able to get rid of the basketball, drive the ball inside, and then a whistle blows, and they're going to call a foul. One of them calls a jump, and that guy was going to call a foul. He was going to call a foul.
He definitely was, because I saw the look in his eyes. He looked very, very I don't know about that one, David. He looked like he was getting ready to call a foul. Fortunately, though, one of the other refs on the other side called the jump.
Jones throws it in, pass deflected out by Grayson. Last touch by Oak Ridge. 4 minutes, 55 seconds to play first quarter. The Wildcats in the lead, 5-3. The Wildcats win. They are the District 3 regular season champions in front of a packed house on a Thursday night here in Campbell County.
This is true. A lot of them called so far, boys and girls. Refs may have been a little bit shaky with the whistles, but we'll just see how physical this game gets as there's a score by James.
Campbell County scores again to tie at 5. The Wildcats running all the way. Brennan Scott to the hole, no good. Rebound by John Long, knocked out. Boy, I thought John Long touched it last. Might have even been Gavin Cox. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball coming back on defense, that is. My apologies. Campbell County with the basketball. Here's the pass, worked in, and Grayson commits his second foul. 4:37 to play in the first quarter. 5-5 our score. 2 fouls on Grayson. And that's not good for the Wildcats.
Yeah, two quick early fouls, not too good for Grayson, as we're only in about 4 minutes into the first quarter.
Campbell County works it in to Devin Jones. He's 6 foot. He is a senior. Picked up defensively in the rear court by Oak Ridge's Raekwon Watson. Jones dribbles, pulls up, shoots a three, spinning air ball out of bounds. Turned his ankle. He argues with the good official here, but he's not going to get whatever. I think he thought that it was touched. I didn't see it that way. I think it was just an air ball. Maybe a little bit more embarrassed than anything.
Yeah, it looked pretty off right there. I mean, from my view, it looked like an air ball. So, I mean, shouldn't have called a tip right there.
5-5 the score. The Wildcats and Campbell County here at Campbell County High School. Caden Brightheart. The Wildcats got to move the ball a little bit. Caden standing, dribbles in. The paint goes in. His shot is blocked, but they're going to call a foul. Foul called, I think, against Devin Jones. And he's arguing the point again. Great football player, good basketball player. He's going to send Oak Ridge to the free throw line. It'll be Caden Brightheart going to the line for the Wildcats. He is a 68.9% free throw shooter, averaging 12.9 points per ball game. 5-5 our score. He'll have 2. Official still having words with Devin Jones down there. It's friendly. Free throw up, good. Caden gives Oak Ridge the lead once again, 6-5. Wildcats playing with Cooper Williams, sophomore, Raekwon Watson, sophomore, senior Grayson Strader out. The Wildcats have just juniors in there. Price Davis, along with Caden Brightheart and Brennan Scott. 6-5, the Wildcats in the lead. Second toss obviously was missed. Here comes Jones down the floor for the Campbell County Cougars. Got a screen from number 11, Sonago. He works the ball to the top, then a reach-in foul is called against Raekwon Watson. Raekwon turns his back, and he reached in and committed that foul. And look at the official. He immediately looks over to Coach Green to see if he's arguing the point. He's looking for
Correct.
something.
And, you know, I just think he's ready to call that technical. Not just yet, but he's waiting for it, his opportunity to call that tech right there.
He calls a foul and immediately stares down Coach Green to see what his reaction is going to be. Foul called against Oak Ridge. That's the 4th team foul called against the Wildcats. And honestly, I didn't see it. I was too busy bashing the officials as usual, Ben. Valentine's Day, I'm changing my attitude as the shot is up and it's good. I'm going to give out love to the officials on Valentine's Day.
Right. We're not too far away from Valentine's Day, so it's not too late.
John Long hits the first toss. Campbell County can take the lead here. They're going to substitute into the ballgame Gavin Owens, 5'10 sophomore. Wildcats in a 6-6 game, 3:57 to play first quarter. Second toss up there, good. Campbell County leads again. Wildcats down the floor. Oak Ridge beat Campbell County by 15 the first time we played them, but Campbell County's always tough here. Raekwon Watson with it. Left elbow shot, pulls up, shoots, no good. Cooper's got the board, wants to shoot, nice drive, shot good, and he's fouled.
Great lay-in by Cooper Williams right there, just finishing at the rim right there.
Cooper will go to the free throw line. He told me last night on the TV show he's been doing really good at the free throw line, and he has been. He is an 88.9% free throw shooter.
And he's made an imprint on this game the past couple games that he stepped in for Bryson Comer at the 5. Just playing really, really great basketball thus far as he makes that free throw to put up the Wildcats by 2.
9-7, the Wildcats in the lead. Campbell County ball. Ball's worked into John Long. In the rear court, harassed by Caden Brightheart. Dribbling against Caden to the midcourt line, drives past him. Then he's harassed. They give it up to the top of the circle to Jones. Long three on its way, clang off the iron. Cooper's got the rebound. Cooper Williams needs help, gives it over to Ray Ray. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Price Davis with a basketball or in the left corner as Ray Ray sets it out to Caden. Thought about shooting a three. The lefty is going to be called. Something was called by you-know-who. Once again, and Coach Green says, what happened there? And Coach Green can't believe it. He lowers his head. It didn't happen. I mean, it didn't happen.
Yeah, he called it, and you just saw Coach Green, as you mentioned, David. He just sulked his head down because that just wasn't that foul that he called, and it just wasn't a necessary call right there.
Campbell County basketball, Will Lester. We don't need any help. Campbell County's good enough here. They've struggled in the district games. As Lester gets the ball left side, they get a three off. Wide open in the corners, up, no good. That should have been a foul right there. Campbell County back up. That should have been another foul right there. They didn't call it. We got lucky. Campbell County ball. He'll drive in against Cooper Williams. Fires it out to the top. Number 5 driving with it. That's David Atkins. And then what's the call there? It's a jump ball. The alternate possession. Now Coach Clausen is not happy. They didn't bring the A team, with the exception of the guy here at the scores table. Other two guys have struggled a little bit.
Yeah, it's going both ways right now. And we saw it again in the girls' game. it's going both ways, and both coaches are getting upset at the calls. So
he just warned Coach Green.
Yeah, it's about 50-50 right here.
Here comes Brennan at the free throw line. Shoots. No good. Rebound Campbell County. Cougar basketball. 9-7 the Wildcats in the lead. 2:25 to play in the first period. Wildcats with a win can win the district championship in a tight one here. Campbell County's played a lot of close games. They've played 3 or 4 overtime games. Number 55, John Long, bounced past right side along the baseline. Shamar cuts him off. He still gets a shot up. Before that, they're going to call a foul on the floor. Listen to Coach Clausen. He's fired up down there. Once again, it'll be Grayson Strader coming in, and Grayson's got to be really careful. He's going to be playing with 2 fouls.
Yeah, already with 2 fouls, and not a good look already with just it being the first quarter, and he already getting those 2 fouls within just 4 minutes of this game.
5 team fouls. Good defense by Shamari. Blocks the shot. Rebound by Campbell County. Saved off the body of Shamari.
Wow, that ball just laid into Shamar on that throw back in. Threw it almost like a baseball pitcher right there.
Yeah, Shamar took it like a man, though. It'll be Campbell County basketball. Side court right in front of the Oak Ridge bench. They lob it down low. Don't want to foul there, Grayson. Shot is up. No good. Rebound to Campbell County. Wildcats got to get some boards here. With the basketball, Will Lester, and he'll set it up once again. 9-7 Wildcats. Here's a steal by Shamar. Shamar going coast to coast with it. Going to drive in, turn, spin. That's a charge.
Yeah, you just can't do that. You can't just move. You got to be able to either kick it back out or go for the drive right there.
Foul called against Shamar. 16 fouls on the Wildcats, 2 on Campbell County here. And Shamar did it. I think he probably should have looked and saw that he didn't really have the numbers there and just gave it up to one of his teammates.
Correct, and that's why you got to kick it right out. When you're in that restricted area right there, you got to be able to kick it out.
Near steal there by Ray. Saved only in the rear court by number 24. That's Owens once again. He gives it out to Jones. Jones thought about an NBA range 3. Will not take it. They trap him up high. Bounce pass goes out to number 43, Will Lester. Back it goes Devin Jones. Jones guarded by Ray. Dribbles to his right. Tries to force some action. Oh, good play. But he gets the shot up good. Breakdown on the defense, and Shamar's going to come out, and Cooper's going to come back in. 9-9 the score. Minute 14 to play first quarter. Wildcats with a win will win the district championship. And, oh, boy, he actually blew his whistle.
And it wasn't on this time.
And it is a foul against Campbell County. That'll be the 3rd team foul called against them. And Shamar's going to come out of the game. Cooper Williams will check back in. We've got a 9-9 ball game, 1:10 to play. Like I said, Campbell County has lost a lot of games, but they've all been close. As Oak Ridge's Grayson Strader works it into Raekwon Watson. 1:08 to play in the first quarter, 9-9 our score. District 3 game, bad pass, intercepted. Here comes a dunk on the other end. Good. Wasn't a dunk, but it's good by Sonogo. And Campbell County leads. Here's the lob into Cooper. Did he push off? No, he's held. Foul going to be called against Campbell County. I think the foul's going to go against David Atkins, a 6'3 senior. 3rd team fouls. They'll get John Long back in the ballgame. That'll be 4th team foul called against the Cougars. Price Davis will work the ball in from the baseline. The Wildcats down 2. 11-9 the score. 52.7 seconds. We've seen Oak Ridge start slow in ball games all season long, which kind of worries me. When you play good teams, you just can't do that. As Oak Ridge works it into Cooper, they're going to call a charge. Charge called against Cooper Williams, and Coach Green is arguing again, but, you know, it'll be a foul against Cooper, and that'll be the 7th team foul. We're still in the first quarter. 48 seconds to play. 11-9 the score. The Wildcats trailing. Here comes Devin Jones down the floor for the Campbell County Cougars. Got a screen. Dribbles in. Stops. Pops. No good. Tip back up. Good. Pushed in by Gavin Cox. And the Wildcats down the floor, down by 4. 13-9 the score. Brendan Scott with it. Grayson Strader, top of the key for 3. No good. Rebound Campbell County. Wildcats a little quick with their shooting. 21 seconds to play. Coach Clausen fighting hard. Doesn't want Oak Ridge to win a district championship. That's got to be a charge. It is.
There it is with the charge call right there.
14.9 seconds. Kind of ragged first quarter here. Campbell County by 4, 13-9. Wildcats, that'll be the 15th foul called against the Cougars. In the game for them will come Jordan Day. They list him at 6'9". That must not be Jordan Day. Maybe I got the wrong number there. Here, I think that's number 13 coming in the game. Yep, they list him as 6'9". That guy is not 6'9". 13-9 is our score. 10 minutes to play. 10 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Here comes Caden Breithart driving past his defender. Goes in for the shot. No good. He's fouled. And Caden will shoot free throws with 3 seconds to play. 13-9, the Wildcats trailing. As I said, Ben, the Wildcats have had these games where they've started off slowly. And this is one of them.
Yeah, that's correct, David. And, it's one of those issues that you don't want to have is start slow like how we've had with the shooting and with fouls early this game. Already with 17 fouls. And right there with Caden Breithart missing that first free throw. You don't like to see it, but I know one thing that Coach Green's going to press on these guys going into this break is just being able to get those shots up, and once we get into the second quarter, playing physical and continue playing our brand of basketball that we've been.
Second toss, he missed them both. Rebound by Campbell County. Caden 1 for 4. They get a full court shot. No good. Almost took out our camera guy there. We've played one quarter of basketball here. The Wildcats trailing 13-9. We'll be back to Campbell County in 60 seconds. Welcome back to Campbell County. Tonight we are on FM 92.7, sponsored by the Flatwater Storytelling Festival. The Flatwater Tales Storytelling Festival brings 3 nationally acclaimed storytellers to the Grove Center in the first weekend of June. We'll hope you'll be there. For tickets, go to flatwatertales.com for more information. Campbell County by 4, that is, 13-9, as the Cougars have the basketball in the paint. Alley goes to the top of the circle. Lady Wildcats won their ball game. The JV won. Campbell County with the basketball, and I've lost my roster here. Looking desperately for it. Campbell County's got a new guy in. That is Luke Browning. They shoot a 3. Good. 3-point shot for Campbell County, and the Wildcats trail now by 7. 16-9 the score. Wildcats with a win are the district champions, but they're struggling tonight. Offensively, Caden Breithart with it. Wildcats have missed some free throws here. Breithart with it over to Grayson Strader, 7:14 to play in the first half. Brennan Scott, the Ray drives past his defender all the way to the hole. Good. Ray just went right past his defender, and the Wildcats are down 5. 16-11 the score. That's what the Wildcats need to do. As the Wildcats, they work the ball in to John Long. Long's going to race down the court against Brennan Scott. Take him to the right corner. Kick the ball back out once again. Campbell County drives, cannot shoot. Bounce pass goes down low to Sonogo. He drives against Cooper. He walks, and they call it. Turnover there. He kind of tripped over the foot of Cooper Williams, but that's a turnover.
Great little defensive sequence right there for the Wildcats, just keeping them outside of the top of the key for a while, and then once they went inside, just drawing that travel violation.
Wildcats got to move the ball a little quicker as Caden Breithart gets it. Got a screen from Cooper. Wildcats got to move the ball a little bit. Here it goes to Cooper against John Long. Kicks it out to Brennan Scott. They won't let him shoot. He drives in. He's held and fouled. Oh, no. He was being held by Luke Browning, and they call the foul on Oak Ridge. And look at the official staring down Coach Green once again. He didn't call it. That's a bad call. He was being held as he made his approach.
It's a terrible call because you can visibly see that he's getting held right there inside, and then just a terrible call right there by the referees there. Watching the play and seeing exactly what we're seeing, just not calling it the right way.
Campbell County up by 5. Nice dribbling exhibition there by the Cougar point guard. I've got him at Jordan Day, but not sure about that height. 5-second count should have been on there. They didn't call it. Over it goes to Sonogo. Sonogo at the free throw line, shoots from there, no good. Rebound, Grayson Strader. Wildcat basketball down the floor, down by 5. 6 minutes to play first half. Caden Brighthart, three-pointer, long three, no good. Cooper's got the board. He lost the ball, though. Saved on the floor by Sonogo. Sonogo's driving coast to coast. Good. Wildcats down 7 again. The Wildcats throw the ball away. Coach Green might need a timeout here. 5:41 to play second quarter. Campbell County crowd is into it and loud. They lead Oak Ridge 18-11. The Wildcats look discombobulated, to be honest with you.
Yeah, offensively and defensively. On offense, just shooting shots unneeded sometimes, and then getting inside and then just can't finish there at the rim. So Oak Ridge needing to make some adjustments right here as Raekwon Watson goes out and a couple other guys going out, and then Shamar Green and Quez Thomas and Marcus Peters coming in. Just needing to make some adjustments right here, David.
Campbell County basketball, 5:39 to play. They lead Oak Ridge by 7. 18-11 the score. Cougars feeling it here. Gavin Cox, bounce pass down low to John Long. Goes up for the shot, blocked. Wildcats' Marcus Peters has the rebound coming down the floor. Marcus spins to the defense, gives it out to Brennan, to Quez in the corner. To Brennan Scott, he dribbles in. Brennan to the right side. What's the call? Little shove. Going to be called, I think, against number 5, David Atkins. It's like you toss a coin on this one. The way this game is being called, that'll be the 7th team foul called against Campbell County, and Oak Ridge will go to the free throw line. It'll be Brennan Scott. Brennan hit a 3, I know, in the ball game. Let's see what else he's done. He's a 70% free throw shooter. He's going to get at least one, and Coach Green does call a timeout. 5:20 to play second quarter, 7-point game. Campbell County leads at 18-11. We'll take a break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back to Campbell County High School. Things haven't been pretty here to start the ball game. Campbell County playing well. Wildcats not so well. They trail 18-11. Brennan to the free throw line. Shot is good. Wildcats have missed 3 free throws in the game. Brennan knocks that one down. As I mentioned, he's a 70% free throw shooter, averaging 14.3 points per ball game. 6-point Campbell County lead. Good. Back to a 5-point game. Here come the Cougars. Wildcats haven't gotten much out in transition. The ball is knocked out of bounds by Oak Ridge's Marcus Peters, I believe. Wildcats have Shamar Green in the ball game. Brennan Scott, Quez Thomas, Grayson Strader, and Marcus Peters. 5:19 to play second quarter. Campbell County going with a pass. Half-court pass goes out to John Long. Long drives in, stumbles, goes inside a big guy. Lost the dribble out of bounds. Last touch by Grayson Strader. It'll be Campbell County basketball underneath the goal. 18-13 the score, 5:11 to play here in the first half, and Coach Clausen, I think, is going to call a timeout himself. Gives us the opportunity to tell you that tonight we are on FM 92.7, sponsored by the Flatwater Tales Storytelling Festival. This festival brings 3 nationally acclaimed storytellers to the Grove Theater the first weekend of June for 3 days of workshops and performances. The event is sponsored by the 3 Oak Ridge Rotary Clubs and happens the first weekend of June every single year. This year's stories include American history through music, and I guess old John wasn't crazy after all about Oak Ridge prophet John Hendricks. Go to flatwatertales.com for more information and tickets. We appreciate them sponsoring our games tonight. Lady Wildcats won easily today. They're 10-0 in the district. The guys trying to win the championship. But right now, it looks like Campbell County trying to end the long losing streak against the Wildcats.
Correct, David. And, just this streak for the Campbell County Cougars, it's not a good one, but they're playing physical basketball tonight. And I'm pretty sure it feels like their coach told them the streak that's going on, and they're just playing to their potential tonight.
Campbell County basketball, they lead by 5. They're going to shoot a 3. It's no good. Rebound, Campbell County. Wildcats have been out-rebounded here in the first half. I don't know the exact stats. So they're going to drive in. Shot is no good. Rebound this time by Brennan. The Wildcats want to run. Brennan Scott down the floor, right down the middle. Quez has got it. Sets it up to Grayson Strader. Around to Marcus Peters. Had Shamar early. Couldn't get the ball to him. Around it goes Brennan Scott in the right corner. Brennan drives in, pulls up, shoots a 3. No good. Big rebound by Shamar. Back up. He's fouled. Man, he got hammered, but missed a shot. Here comes Campbell County down the floor. John Long with it. Drives in. Turns, spins, shoots. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Campbell County can't save it. They knock it out of bounds. He almost gave it to them. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Wildcats. Shamar looked like he got smacked on the other end.
Yeah, he went up for the shot, and I saw one of the other hands of the white jerseys go on to him, so I don't know if it was during the shot or when it was, but it looked like he did get smacked, David.
Ball's knocked off the body of Marcus Peters out of bounds. Coach Green going to substitute Caden Breitharp in. It's a 5-point lead for the Cougars. They've outplayed Oak Ridge, Ben.
They have. They've outplayed them both sides, really. It's been defensively, offensively. Oak Ridge just can't keep up right now.
The press has not been effective at all for the Wildcats here. Campbell County doing a great job in front of this packed house here at Campbell County. They'll drive right, give it up to number 1 in the ballgame. That is Elijah McKinney. They work the ball along. Long holds it. Harassed. Works the ball top of the circle to number 12, Gavin Cox. He'll gun a 3. No good. Brendan Scott on the rebound. If he can hold it, and he can, he's going to be pushed and fouled. A lot of contact, but nothing from my favorite official. Shamar with a shot. No good. He is fouled by Campbell County. That would have been an N1, but he missed the shot, and Shamar Green will go to the free throw line. Wildcats down 5, Ben. 18-13, 3:35 to play here in the second quarter. We have these games where the offense just doesn't show up sometimes.
Yeah, it happens a lot, and it's very not good for our team, obviously, that we just have slow starts, start shooting the ball inconsistently, and then just can't get down the floor and get inside the paint much. And it happens tonight, apparently.
We've missed at least 4 free throws in this one. As Shamar missed the first one, his second one is also missed. Campbell County on the rebound. Wildcats have missed at least 5. Here's a steal by Grayson, though. Wildcats will push it back to Quez. Quez dribbling, driving, giving out to Caden Breitharp. Caden drives the paint, spinning 6-footer, good. Inside the paint, Caden Breitharp knocks it down. It's a 3-point Campbell County lead. Big play defensively just a moment ago by Grayson Strader. Here's the Cougars working the ball down the floor. Coach Clausen says slow it down just a bit as Devin Jones brings the ball across the line. He works against Quez at the top of the circle, giving it up to number 24 in the paint. The number 1 dribbles in, he walks with it. That is Elijah McKinney, 6'2 senior, turning it over on the travel. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Campbell County 18, Oak Ridge 15. Low-scoring affair here at Campbell County High School. Wildcats, if they win, they're the district champions. But right now, Campbell County, like I said, they don't want them to win it on their home floor. Here's Oak Ridge, great pass. Inside to Shamar, good. Shamar off the glass, and it's a 1-point game. But a great feed there by Ray Ray.
Yeah, great read, great find, and great finish by Shamar right there.
Here comes Campbell County in the rear court. They sling the ball across the line. They throw it away. Not a good play at all there by Devin Jones. He slung it all the way down, and there was nobody there.
Yeah, that looked like a Joe Milton pass right there, the length of the floor as he throws it.
18-17, the Wildcats trailing. Grayson Strader will work the ball in. Bashan Knowles, Ethan Eubanks, Caleb Riker helping us out here on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, Oak Ridge Schools, television channel 15. Here's Shamar catching it in the paint, wanting to drive, goes along the baseline, shoots, no good. Gets his own rebound, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Campbell County. 2:19 to play in the first half. The Wildcats trailing 18-17. They've trailed by as many as 7 in the ball game twice. As Grayson Strader comes out of the game, Brennan Scott is going to check back in. Oak Ridge ball. Caden lobs it in to Ray Ray. Ray Ray dribbles. No place to go but back. Brennan Scott won't pull the trigger on it, and they're going to call a travel. Brennan's done that a couple times. Brennan just needs to go ahead and pull the trigger on that one.
Yeah, he's a great shooter. I don't know why he didn't take it right there.
18-17 the score. 2:14 to play, second quarter. Cougar basketball. Working against Oak Ridge's pressure, and it comes to Luke Browning. Browning to Jones. Quez about to come back in the ball game. 18-17 the score. Campbell County ball around a screen. Devin Jones got it by Ray. Holds it, goes bounce pass down low. Shot blocked by Shamar out of bounds. No call there. Good no call because there was some contact.
Yeah,
that's
a great defensive stop right there by Shamar. Playing the defensive position there at the 5 well. Just stuffing it right there with everything he's got. Just playing defense really, really great.
Minute 58 to play, second quarter. Campbell County in the lead, 18-17. Their ball underneath the goal. The ball comes into John Long. They kick it to number 10. He's dribbling out of it. Give it goes to Devin Jones. Caden Brightheart's in the ball game. Price Davis, Shamar Green, Quez Thomas, and Raekwon Watson. Nearly a steal there by the Wildcats. They work it into Long. It's a mismatch against Shamar. The Wildcats trap. They get a 3 off. It's up. It's no good. Rebounded by Shamar to Caden Brightheart. The Wildcats can take the lead if they can score, and they're going to right here. Good. Caden Brightheart off the glass, just blew past his defender, and the Wildcats have come from behind to take a 19-18 lead. Campbell County falls down. Got a foul is going to be called, I think, against the Wildcats, either Quez or Caden. I didn't honestly see. I think it might go against Caden Brightheart. Minute 24 to play. That is the 9th team foul called against the Wildcats, so they'll be shooting free throws. Campbell County trailing 19-18. It'll be Devin Jones at the free throw line for the Cougars. These close ball games we're having a lot of those here recently.
Yeah, it's been really, really close, especially, and there goes Jones with the miss, but especially right here. Oh, Ray losing the basketball right there, and Campbell County basketball, but
well, it wasn't a great feed to him, to be honest with you.
No, not really. But once again, David, really competitive games these past couple ones, and Oak Ridge just trying to get back into it a little bit of another, and there's a foul by Ray. Oak Ridge just trying to get back into it and grow this lead just a little bit more.
Double bonus in effect, and Devin Jones, who just missed a free throw, is going to go to the line. Wildcats just can't find a great combination right now. They need Mama and Daddy Green to be here.
Yeah, I think that may just be the morale booster for this team. And there goes another miss by Jones. But I know, it's just crazy how they're not here tonight. But I know that is one morale booster for this team, is getting to see them on the sidelines and then right behind the bench right there.
He knocks down the second one. We're tied at 19. A minute 13 to play in the second quarter. Oak Ridge has Marcus Peters with the basketball. He dribbles the paint, kicks it out. Brennan Scott, he shoots a 3. Good! Brennan Scott knocks it down, his second 3, and that's a great sign. Caught it and shot it. That's exactly what we want Brennan to do, and Oak Ridge leads by 3. Campbell County in the rear court, turnover almost. Saved away by number 12. He works the ball down the floor. Sonogo for 3. No good. Brennan on the rebound. Wildcats have Quez down the floor, but Brennan doesn't give it to him. He was wide open. Price Davis dribbles in. What's the call? He's going to be fouled. Sonogo commits the personal foul. 39.6 seconds. Oak Ridge on top, 22-9. This game is like pulling teeth, Ben George.
It is. It's playing really, really competitive, really, really physical, and Oak Ridge just trying to get, again, trying to get even further in this game and play even better. Now Price Davis goes at the free throw line with that first one up and no good.
We have struggled at the free throw line tonight. That's at least 6 misses, I believe. Price Davis, Girding, number 10 in the rear court. There's a timeout call by Campbell County. They were about to get a 10-second call on them. 29.1 second to go. I'm going to let you read it this time here, Mr. George.
All right, David. Once again, tonight we are on FM 92.7. Sponsored by the Flatwater Storytelling Festival. The Flatwater Storytelling Festival brings 3 national acclaimed storytellers to the Grove Theater June 2nd and June 3rd for 3 days of workshops and performances. The event is sponsored by the 3 Rotary Clubs of Oak Ridge and happens the first week of June every year. This year's stories include American history through music, and I Guess Old Johnny Wasn't Crazy After All, about Oak Ridge prophet John Hendricks. Go to flatwatertails.com for more information and to buy tickets.
Thanks a lot, Ben. 22-19. The Wildcats have the lead. 29.1 seconds to play here. Campbell County ball. Wildcats playing with Brennan Scott, Price Davis, Quez Thomas, Marcus Peters, and Shamar Green. Campbell County basketball. In it comes to Sunogo. Sunogo bounced past along, stripped of the ball, lost it, throws up a shot anyway. It's good. He scores with John Long, and the Wildcats didn't throw the ball away. Are going to get to the ball was tossed away, and now they're going to work the ball with 13 seconds to play. Quez got to look at the clock there. 10 seconds to play, 9 seconds to play. They got to look at the clock. 6 seconds. Quez, Brennan dribbles, pulls up, shoots a three. Good! As the first half.
Great way to finish the half for Brennan Scott as he hits that three right there.
Shot is good. The Wildcats lead at 25. You Josh Fraziered me right there, Ben. 25-21 the score. The Wildcats do hit a shot. 3 threes there for Brennan Scott, and that's a great sign. And the Wildcats, who trail most of this first half, take it to the dressing room up by 4 in what was not been a pretty first half for the Wildcats.
Correct, David. Just not being able to get those easy points there in the beginning stages of this game and being able to get in the paint even and playing defensively. This is going to be a very physical game as we've been able to see the past 2 quarters, and we just hope once again that this team will be able to regroup and, of course, again, just trying to get those easy points and be able to shoot the ball even better and get the ball up the floor quickly and get those points easily.
Halftime score, the Wildcats in the lead, 25-21. We're going to send it off to Brian Bennett. We're live at Campbell County High School. Monday is senior night at the Wildcat Arena. The Wildcats take on Alcoa, the last regular season home game for the Wildcats and Lady Wildcats. When we come back, Ben's going to run down the scoring of the first half, and he's going to run down the scoring of the Lady Wildcats win tonight over Campbell County. Halftime score, 25-21 Wildcats. We'll be back in 3 minutes. David Clary back here along with Fashawn Dawes, Ethan Eubanks, Caleb Riker, Ben George, Brian Bennett back at the studios of FM 92.7, FM 94.7. Wildcats had a great finish there. Jim Bunch from Houston, Texas tells me that he thought we finished off the first half pretty well after being down by 7 on 2 different occasions. The Wildcats got some scoring out of Brennan Scott, which they desperately needed, and they lead by 4 at the half, 25-21. Ben, you've got the first half scoring for the Wildcats and a recap of the Lady Wildcats win tonight.
Thank you, David. Scoring for the boys Wildcats tonight. In the first half, it was Shamar Green with 2 points. With 2 points as well, number 4, senior Grayson Strader with 11 points, 3 threes, and 2 free throws, Brennan Scott. For number 11, the point guard, Ray Watson with a shot for 2 points tonight in the first half. Number 20, Caden Brightheart with 2-point shots and a free throw made for now at 5 points in the first half. And number 35, the postman, Cooper Williams with a 2-point shot and a free throw to now go up with 3 points for him. And then a recap as the Lady Wildcats finished off the Campbell County Lady Cougars 67-34. Final scoring for the Lady Wildcats was number 3, Demetria Strickland with 4 2-point shots, 5 threes, and 5 free throws with a totaling 29 points. Guard Zayana Stewart, number 5, with 4 2-point shots, a 3, and 5 free throws, totaling her 17 points. Ayana Porter with a 3, 5 free throws, totaling her 8 points. Lindsay Cleveland getting 1 shot tonight for 2 points. Senior Cannon Green, number 24, with a 2-point shot, a 3, and 2 free throws, totaling her 7. And then finally, the postwoman, number 31, Bella Boone, with 2 2-point shots, totaling for her 4. As the Lady Wildcats once again finish off the Lady Cougars of Campbell County, 67-34. David?
Thanks a lot, Ben. We're going to take a break here. The Wildcats on top here in the boys' game, 25-21. We'll send it back to Brian Bennett back at the studios of FM 92.7. 25-21 our score. We'll be back to Campbell County High School this Thursday night in 3 minutes. Welcome back once again to Campbell County High School. Second half just now underway. The Wildcats up 25-21 come out with Raekwon Watson, Grayson Strader, Brennan Scott, Cooper Williams, Caden Brightheart. Here's the lob into Grayson for the layup. Good. Wildcats got a good play to start the first half, and they have their biggest lead. It's up to 6. Here comes Campbell County down the floor. Cougars with the basketball. Sonogo to Devin Jones. He sits it out for a 3 off the rim. That's an air ball. Brennan on the rebound. Wildcats pushing it up the floor. Brennan Scott coming coast to coast with it. Waits for his teammates. Stops, pops a 3, no good. Rebound to himself. Dribbles, gives it out to Ray Ray. Wildcats setting it up. Coach Green says don't shoot it. Go inside if you can. Set up a play. Wildcats into Cooper Williams. Stops, shoots, good. Cooper Williams scores. Has 4 quick points out of the break, and the Wildcats have an 8-point lead. 29-21 the score. Ball's almost intercepted there by Grayson Strader. It'll be Campbell County basketball at the end of the Oak Ridge bench, which is to our left as we broadcast here from the bench side here at Campbell County. 7:09 to play third quarter, 29-21, Oak Ridge by 8. Campbell County basketball. Gavin Cox to work it in. Looking, 5-second count is on. They get it in, then it comes to David Atkins. Atkins going coast to coast with it. Blocked by Cooper, and they call a foul. Cooper is called for a personal foul. Coach Green can't believe it. It's close. I don't know. I'm a long ways away from it. I'm not going to. That was, he probably should have taken a charge right there, but it'll be Campbell County going to the free throw line. David Atkins takes a couple dribbles here, and he'll go to the line twice, the first of which is up good. One of the big differences, keys, I thought, in the first half, Mem, was Wildcats did not do a good job at the free throw line.
No, they did not. Shamar missed 2 in a row, and Brennan missed a couple, and it was just everybody on the team, not just those 2 in particular, but everybody just missing free throws. And then, as you see right now, we can't really get much rebounds after those free throws.
Tough call against Campbell County. The Wildcats really didn't hustle much for the rebound. Coach Clausen arguing with the official and really letting him have it. Neither coach is happy with his crew. I'm surprised they're assigned this ball game as the Wildcats have the lead, 29-22. Ray with it to Brennan. Thought about dribbling, thought about driving, thought about shooting, thought about scoring. Brennan Scott gives Oak Ridge a 9-point lead, 31-22. Campbell County, and he calls a foul. There was some contact by Caden Brightheart. We're not going to get anything out of him. Hopefully we'll never get anything out of him again.
Yeah, definitely not. Hopefully not.
I'm thinking he's related to Vashawn Knowles.
Yeah, he was playing a little bit of that linebacker position right there.
Campbell County basketball. Devin Jones with the basketball. Here's the trap. Oh, Wildcats left him open. He blows the layup, though. Wildcats got a break there, Ben. Here comes Ray with Caden. Dribbles right, back to Ray. Dribbles in. Brennan's free. He's going to dribble. Going to throw up one. No good. Rebound. Wow, he gave the ball to us.
Yeah, great fight, great call right there. I wasn't expecting that one right there.
No. Oak Ridge basketball, 31-22 the score. Oak Ridge, Cooper Williams in the corner. Cooper hands it off to Ray. Double team, penetrates, nice pass. Into Cooper for the shot, good. And the Wildcats have a double-digit lead now, 33-22. Coach Clausen is furious. Take a break. 6:10 to play in the third quarter. 33-22 Wildcats. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back to Campbell County High School. Cougars, John Long, free throw line jumper is good. Nice shot. Campbell County scores out of a quick break here. Wildcats down the floor. Ray thought about a 3 to Grayson Strader. 33-24, 9-point advantage. Brennan shakes, bakes, gives it off to Grayson Strader. Wildcats Grayson cannot drive on Sunoco. Works the ball around to Caden Brightheart. Caden and the Wildcats working hard. Grayson in the corner. Wildcats dribbling in. Caden pulls up, shoots, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes right back up with it, no good. Tipped by Cooper, saved by Caden, back up again, good. Caden Brightheart got 3 opportunities, and the shot falls, and the Wildcat lead is 11. 35-24 the score. Here comes should have been an offensive player control foul. Ran right in. Should have been our ball. Whose ball is it? They don't know.
Yeah, there was no contact by Oak Ridge on that ball. It was really just thrown out of bounds by Campbell County, so it should have been Oak Ridge basketball right there, David.
5:19 to play third quarter, 35-24. Campbell County ball. They work it into John Long. The Wildcats here in the third quarter playing with Cooper Williams, who just blocked the shot. Here comes Oak Ridge's Grayson Strader. He's fouled by Long, but no call. Grayson coast to coast will not take it all the way in. Backs it around to Brennan. Long three. No good. Rebound tracked down by Brennan Scott. Brennan Scott dribbles in, lost it almost. Saved by Cooper. The Wildcats move the ball around the perimeter. Ray thought about going into Cooper, couldn't get it to him. Behind the back dribble, there's Caden. Caden stops. Grayson dribbles in. He's fouled. Foul called against Sunoco. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 4 minutes, 48 seconds to play in the third quarter. 35-24. Oak Ridge in the lead. Wildcats playing with Caden Brightheart, Raekwon Watson, Grayson Strader, Cooper Williams, Brendan Scott. Oh, nice play. What's the call? Away from the ball. Guess who called something? A little contact there. I hope we never see this guy again. He might be the worst official I've ever seen.
Really just not a great call once again, David. And I didn't even see much contact down there, but apparently he saw a little bit more, and it called for the foul, apparently.
He's absolutely terrible. He's the worst official I've ever seen. And Campbell County has to call a timeout because they were about to get a 10-second call. 4 minutes, 37 seconds to play. Let's let Vashawn Knowles read our commercial here.
Tonight we are on FN 92.7, sponsored by the Flatwater Storytelling Festival. The Flatwater Tales Storytelling Festival brings 3 nationally acclaimed storytellers to the Grove Theater June 2nd and 3rd for 3 days of workshops and performances. The event is sponsored by the 3 Oak Ridge Rotary Clubs and happens the first week of June every year. This year's story includes American Story Through Music and I Guess Old John Wasn't Crazy After All, about Oak Ridge prophet John Hendricks. Go to flatwatertales.com for more information and tickets.
Thank you, Mr. Knowles, Mr. All-Region linebacker. As the Wildcats lead at 35-24, Oak Ridge in the lead by 11. Wildcats trail by as many as 7 twice during the first half, but, I think they really got things going when Brennan started hitting some shots from the outside.
Yeah, and they've just been getting better at the offensive side of the basketball, making some good calls shot-wise, and defensively on the other side doing the same thing of forcing Campbell County to take shots as this 3 is up and good, forcing them to take shots and then making some defensive stops right there as Oak Ridge moves back down the floor.
Through that call. 37-29 the score as Quez comes back in the ballgame. 3:41 to play third quarter. Wildcats trying to hold on and win the district championship, but Campbell County making life tough.
Yeah, they're bringing it for the physicality, playing defense really, really well. And Oak Ridge, once again, like you said, David, trying to win this district championship. But it's just been getting harder and harder for these Wildcats.
Devin Jones not having his typical ball game. He turned his ankle the other day, but he's just not shooting the ball as well as he normally does. 8-point Wildcat lead. Quez dribbles in. Quez takes it strong to the hole. He gives it off to Shamar for the shot. Good. Quez got hammered. Back to a 10-point game. 39-29 the score. Campbell County facing Oak Ridge's full court press. And it comes to Devin Jones. Jones in the rear court. Going to drive against Caden. All the way in against Shamar. He throws the ball to Sunoco. Try to get it to him. They back it up. Wildcats by 10. Campbell County ball. 39-29 the score. 2 minutes, 55 seconds to play third period. Campbell County for 3. No good. Rebound. Sunoco steps out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. He evidently was trying to throw it off the body of Shamar, who's already caught one pretty hard already tonight. But he was standing on the baseline. The Wildcats have it, up by 10. 39-29 the score. Caden Brighthart with the basketball, dribbles around. Hand check by Sunoco. Goes left side. Grayson for three. No good. Long rebound tracked down by Sunoco. Sunoco drives down the floor. He's having trouble with his dribble. He's a little out of control. He's a French exchange student. Oh, Devin Jones for three. Good! That's the Devin Jones we've seen before. And it's a 7-point game. 39-32 the score. Quez with the basketball to Brennan Scott. Brennan at the left elbow. Gives it out to Quez. 39-32 the score. 2:11 to play third quarter. Brennan Scott. Long three himself. No good. Caden saves it into Quez. Along to Grayson Strader. Grayson left side, Caden Brighthart. Will he take his man? He will. Turns to the left block, gives it back to Brennan, pulls up, shoots a three. No good. Nice play by Shamar. He's going to get a bucket. He's fouled. Shamar did everything right there. He deflected it back in, just got a piece of it, enough to save possession for Oak Ridge.
Great, and yeah, just a great go at the rim right there. He got fouled right there, and now he's at the free throw line. But go Shamar for that great effort right there.
39-32, a 7-point Wildcat lead here. A minute 51 to play third quarter. Wildcats trying to win the district championship. It's hard. Campbell County playing tough. Shamar Green to the line, free throw, no good. Wildcats continue to struggle from the free throw line as Price Davis comes back in the ballgame. Caden Brightheart's going to check out. Minute 51 to play, third quarter, 39-32. Can't let Campbell County continue to hang around here. They're 0-9 in the district. Trying to get their first district win as Shamar goes back to the free throw line. The sophomore puts it up there, good. 9-point Wildcat lead here. Actually, 8-point lead, 40-32, Campbell County ball. They're working into Devin Jones. The clock is yet to start. Now they start it. Down the floor will come Jones. Here comes Campbell County, trailing Oak Ridge by 8 points, 40-32. Jones with a bounce pass. Right side to David Atkins, guarded by Brennan Scott. Brennan guarding him closely. Jones gets it, guarded now by Quez. Dribbles in the paint, too much penetration, missed a shot. Grayson had the rebound, ripped out of his hands, a lot of contact. Shot is on its way, again no good. Pulled away by Quez. Wildcat ball up by 8, and down the floor a foul is going to be called against Campbell County's Devin Jones. And he's teed up. That's not the first time he's been teed up in an Oak Ridge game. He went after Baylor Wright last year in one of the ball games here at Campbell County. He's a volatile guy. He's a great athlete for Campbell County. Good receiver and a good football player, obviously a good basketball player, but he's emotional.
Yes, and he got recognized earlier tonight, right before this game, about his football accomplishments, David. And like you said, he just had some emotion to him, which a lot of coaches like that. But in times like this, it's not really that great to show those emotions on the court.
Brennan hits both free throws. The Wildcats will get it. Side court, their lead back up to 10, 42-32, a minute 23 to play. Ben, George, what did the Lady Wildcats do tonight?
Well, David, for the JV girls team, they were able to defeat the Campbell County Cougars by a score of 45-35. The Oak Ridge girls varsity team was able to defeat the Lady Cougars by a score of 67-34.
Price Davis turns the ball over, but Grayson saves a layup by hustling down the floor. Marcus Peters is going to check into the game. A minute 9 to play third quarter. Grayson playing with foul trouble early on will come out of the game. Minute 9 to play third quarter. Oak Ridge by 10, 42-32. Campbell County ball on the baseline. Nothing easy. That's too easy, but a foul is going to be called. They've had some pretty good inbounds plays. They're going to have to earn it now at the free throw line. The man fouled, let's see, is number 10 for them, Luke Browning, 6'3 sophomore. He's a skinny guy. Going to go to the line. He's a right-handed shooter. 10-point Wildcat lead. 2 shots, the first of which is good. Nice little stroke there as Gavin Cox, number 12, comes in. Checking out for them will come Gavin Owens. Wildcat lead is 9, 42-33. Oak Ridge trailed most of the first half. Had a nice close to the second quarter to take the lead. Both free throws good. Here comes Oak Ridge. A minute 7 to play. Up by 8. 42-34 over Campbell County. Marcus Peters with the basketball. Over goes to Shamar around to Quez. Wildcats, great play. Into Shamar for the layup, good. Got fouled there by Will Lester, but no call. Wildcats by 10. Great little lob pass to Shamar, and then an offensive player control foul is called against Campbell County. Coach Clausen is livid. He is livid. It's been bad all night for both teams. Look at Coach Clausen. That one official obviously is going to allow him to go and talk that way. No call. And, if our friend, if Coach Green had been doing that, what would have happened right there.
He would have gotten tossed without even having a technical call first, so he would have just gotten tossed for that one.
Wildcats have the floor spread here with 35 seconds to play. Wildcats, Marcus Peters. Travel is called against Marcus. Coach Green can't believe it. And he's about to tee up Coach Green. Look at him. He is baiting Coach Green down there. And then on this end of the floor, a foul is called. Probably the worst officiating I've seen, especially by this guy who's coming to the scores table. Ethan, get another shot of him. Let the fans know who is bad. And Coach Green has just been warned. Not a technical. And 10-point game. Both coaches just upset with the officiating here tonight. It's been equally bad. 44-34 the score. Campbell County basketball. 22 seconds to play third period. Campbell County will get the ball first in the second half as they work the ball in. Shamar is going to be called for a foul. Just a little bit late, and that is the 7th team foul called against the Wildcats. Hopefully we'll get out of here, Ben, with a win. But Campbell County just playing tough. I mean, I give all the credit in the world. Campbell County really playing hard tonight.
Correct, and it's like we've said all night, it's just been really, really physical. Both teams playing both ways, playing physical, and a lot of emotion coming out on both sides, as you've been able to see. Coach Green getting a warning, the Campbell County coach getting a technical. It's just been a lot of emotion in this game and a lot of physicality and a lot of great basketball, David.
John Long hits the first toss, 9-point Oak Ridge lead. Back to the line, the 6'3 senior. Missed it. Rebound, nice one by Quez. Quez comes down the floor. Wildcats have some numbers. Quez to Brennan Scott. Down to 9 seconds. 44-35, Quez Thomas. Around a double screen, got hand-checked and fouled. It's only the 15th foul called against Campbell County. 4.7 seconds to play. Oak Ridge playing with Marcus Peters, Price Davis, Shamar Green, Brennan Scott, along with Quez Thomas. 4.7 seconds to go. Third quarter, 44-35, Wildcats. Price to Marcus, 4, 3. Marcus to the hole. He's held. Count it. They're going to say no. Foul's on the floor. 1.6 seconds. Coach Green wanted the continuation, and he's laughing about it with that official. He's not the guy who made the call. And I think it's probably a good call, probably. He did foul him on the floor. Wildcats push, throw the ball in. Brennan throws one up at the buzzer. No good as the third quarter comes to a close. Our score after 3 quarters of basketball in a tight one in Campbell County. The Wildcats lead at 44-35. We'll be back in 60 seconds. We've had a fun evening here at Blankenship Field. Well, where am I? I'm in Campbell County. 44-35 the score. My name is David Clary, I think. Along with Ben George, we got Vashawn Knowles, Ethan Eubanks, and Caleb Riker up here with us. Brian Bennett back in the studios of FM 92.7. The Wildcats 8 minutes away from winning the district championship, but Campbell County making life difficult, as I said. Cougars will get the ball first. Oak Ridge comes out here in the fourth quarter with Raekwon Watson, Caden Brightheart, Grayson Strader, Cooper Williams, and Brennan Scott. 44-35. Oak Ridge trailed after one quarter as the Wildcats on the inbounds, the ball is knocked out. Wildcats were down by 7 on a couple occasions. I think in the second quarter, the Wildcats rallied to take the lead late, in the second quarter, and the Wildcats have held on to it ever since, but Campbell County just will not go away. Cougar basketball. Devin Jones gives it off to John Long, kicks it out for a three. Good! 3-point shot by Gavin Cox, and the Wildcat lead is 6, 44-38. 7 minutes, 41 seconds to play. I have a feeling my favorite official is Wildcats working into Cooper for the layup. No good. Missed a point-blank layup. Got to hit those shots. I think that my favorite official is going to make a play that's going to determine the outcome of this game at some point. And hopefully not, but I can just see it trending. There's a double dribble right there. As Devin Jones has it, shoots a three, no good. Rebound to Campbell County, back up. Good, it's a 4-point game. 44-40, 7:07 to play in the ball game. Campbell County has not beaten Oak Ridge since 1999. 50 consecutive wins. And there's going to be a blocking foul against the Cougars. 7th team foul will send Oak Ridge to the free throw line. Oak Ridge has not been good at the free throw line tonight. And Caden, I think, is 1 of 4 from the line tonight. Maybe 1 of 4, I believe he is. He'll have the one in the bonus here. 7th team foul, 4-point game. The Wildcats have led by 10 most of the second half. Caden needs to knock down the free throws. Looks at the toss. Good. That's a pretty shot. 5-point Wildcat lead. 45-40 the score. Campbell County has played 3 overtime games this year. 2 in the district, 1 to Oneida. They won that ball game. 45-40 the score. Wildcats in the lead. 6:55 to play in the game. Caden's second toss. No good. Sunoco with the basketball away. Here comes Campbell County's Devin Young. Here goes to Sunoco. They've got a three. It's wide open. He knocks it down. 3-point shot, Gavin Cox. It's a 2-point game. 45-42. The Wildcats got to make some plays here. Grayson Strader with it to Caden Brightheart. Dribbles in, penetrates, lost the ball. Turnover. Sunoco, coast to coast. Tie game. And they can take the lead because the Wildcats commit a foul. It's pandemonium here at Campbell County. 45-45 the score. John Long can give Campbell County the lead by 1. 6 minutes, 24 seconds to play. Campbell County hasn't led since the second quarter. 1999 was the last time that Oak Ridge lost to Campbell County. There were wars back in the old days. Long shoots good. Campbell County's come all the way back. Wildcats trailing 46-45. Here they come down the floor. The Wildcats need a win to win the district championship. Caden Brightheart dribbles in, stops, gives it off to Cooper Williams. Back to Grayson. Grayson Strader, Caden Brightheart. And then Cooper Williams is held and fouled by Sunoco. That'll send Cooper to the free throw line, 1 and the bonus. 46-45, Campbell County. 6:08 to play in the ballgame. Sophomore Cooper Williams to the free throw line for the Wildcats. He'll have the 1 in the bonus. That was the 8th team foul. Free throw, his miss, one of the first misses of the year. The Wildcats almost have the rebound, saved by Campbell County. He was an 88% free throw shooter and missed the front end. Devin Jones, guarded by Ray. Campbell County, the momentum in their favor. 4 minutes, 46 seconds to play. Devin Jones against Ray. Dribbles in, pulls up, shoots, no good. Rebound, Campbell County lost it out of bounds. 5:40 to play. That right there, an example of not great teamwork that time by the Cougars. Devin Jones was bound and determined. Wildcats down a point. 46-45 the score. 5:35 to play in the ballgame. The Wildcats, Grayson Strader, Ray, Brennan Scott. He's got a three if he wants it. Caden dribbles. Thought about a three. He walks. He did. Listen to the crowd. This crowd has been a factor, a major factor for Campbell County. They lead it by 1, 46-45. Cougar basketball. Once again, it comes in to Devin Jones, 6-foot senior. Ray defending him. Brings the ball across the line. 5:20 to play. Bounce pass left side. There's a holding foul. Grayson got held as he went to get the ball. Official was standing there, no call. Good hustle, though, by Grayson. 46-45 to score. 5:16 to play in the ball game. Tough one here at Campbell County. Campbell County playing great. I mean, they are trying to win their first district ball game of the year, believe it or not. Campbell County ball. They've made plays when they've needed to. Grayson knocks this one out. 5:11 to play in the ball game. 46-45. It'll be, the Wildcats missing free throws, Ben, has been a big issue.
Yeah, it's kept them from getting bigger leads in this game, and they're just not really shooting those free throws well. They're the easiest shots that they've been getting with drawing as many fouls that they've had, but just not being able to make them.
Blocking foul is going to be called against Grayson. That's going to send Devin Jones to the free throw line. 4 minutes, 59 seconds to play in the game. Wildcats down 46-45. Oak Ridge is going to be the number 1 seed at the tournament, but they want to win the championship outright. As Devin Jones goes to the free throw line, he'll have one in the bonus. Good. 2-point game. 47-45. Wildcats trailing by 2. Have led by as many as 10, even more than that. 47-45 Cougars. Second toss, no good. Rebound, Grayson pulls it away. Gives it off to Ray. The Wildcats down by 2, 47-45. Wildcats, Ray. Dribbles in, no place to go. Good defense, Devin Jones. 4:47 to play in the ball game. Now Ray drives. Ray to the hole, good. Great drive, got around Gavin Cox, and we're tied at 47. Here comes Campbell County, beating Oak Ridge down the floor. John Long shoots, no good. Rebound, Cooper had it, saved by Campbell County, then they lose it out of bounds. The Oak Ridge basketball. Wildcats in a 47-47 ball game. 4 minutes, 29 seconds to play in the game. Campbell County playing great basketball. The Wildcats trying to rally again. 47-47. 4:23 to play. Ray with it. Picks up his dribble, gives it off to Grayson, to Brennan Scott. They're going to give Brennan a long shot. Cooper's got it. Around it goes to Ray. Will he take Devin Jones? No, it goes into Cooper for the layup. Hammered, no call. Out of bounds, last touch by Campbell County. 47-47 the score. Ray to work the ball in. 4:10 to play. Wildcat ball. Ray lobs it in, then it comes Brennan Scott. 4 minutes to play. Ray with it. Three-pointer. They need it. No good. Campbell County basketball. John Long with it. 4 minutes exactly to play. Tie ball game. 47-47 the score. Devin Jones. Three-pointer. Good. Gavin Cox knocks it down. They lead by 3. The Wildcats, Brennan Scott. He ties it. Yes, he does. 3-point. And Coach Green calls a timeout. Huge shot there by Brennan Scott when the momentum had shifted to Campbell County. Brennan comes on and pulls up and nails a 3 with 3 minutes and 43 seconds to play in the game, and we're tied at 50. We are live here at Campbell County High School Monday night. The Wildcats will be at home against the Alcoa Tornadoes. That'll be a senior night ball game. The 4 seniors, the 1 Lady Wildcat, Cannon Green, the 3 senior guys, Marcus Peters, Grayson Strader, and Bryson Comer will be recognized at the ball game this coming Monday against Alcoa. Tonight we are live on FM 92.7, sponsored by the Flatwater Storytelling Tales. Let me start again. The Flatwater Tales Storytelling Festival brings 3 nationally acclaimed storytellers to the Grove Theater the first weekend of June for 3 days of workshops and performances. The event is sponsored by the 3 Oak Ridge Rotary Clubs and happens the first weekend of June every year. This year's stories include American history through music, and I guess old John wasn't crazy after all about the Oak Ridge prophet, John Hendricks. For more details, you can get tickets and information. Go to flatwatertails.com. 3 minutes, 43 seconds to play in this one. 50-50 the score. Wildcats on defense here with a tie ball game. They'll work the ball in. They've hit some big threes in this one. Devin Young with the basketball, brings the ball, Devin Jones with the basketball, brings the ball to the midcourt line. Caden Brightheart guarding him right in front of the Campbell County bench. Got a double screen, kicks the ball back out to the right side of number 55, John Long. 3:29 to play in a 50-50 ball game. Campbell County ball, nearly a walk there, no call. Here it goes out to David Atkins. Atkins lobs it, pass taken away by Campbell County. Devin for three, good! 3-point shot, long range shot by number 2, Devin Jones. Here comes Oak Ridge down by 3. Oak Ridge in the paint, shoots, good. Ray hits the shot, it's a 1-point Cougar lead. Campbell County breaking the press, down the floor, he lost the dribble, picked up on the floor, the Cougars try to get it, ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. Whose ball? Our ball. Our least favorite official gave it to us. They're going to talk about it. He had the best view. It is Oak Ridge's ball. He made a call for us. Wow.
Surprising call once again, David.
Oak Ridge down by a point. 53-52, 2:50 to play in the basketball game. Campbell County, Oak Ridge student section not here. Campbell County student section vocal. Brennan, bounce pass, Grayson Strader layup, good! And Oak Ridge leads, great play. A little give and go action for the Wildcats, and Oak Ridge retakes the lead. 54-53, here comes Devin, down the floor again, coast to coast, lost it out of bounds. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Cougars turn it over with 2 minutes and 28 seconds to play in the game. 54-53 Wildcats. Ray coming down the floor. Ray with it across the line. Gives it off to Grayson Strader, to Brennan Scott. He lobs it, Grayson Strader, layup, good again. They keep the same play going, and Clausen can't believe it. Oak Ridge by 3. 56-53, back-to-back big-time lob plays, and Grayson Strader finished it. Here comes Campbell County down the floor. Devin Jones with it. Works the ball to John Long. He drives against Grayson. Kicks it out. Once again, it goes out to the top. They won't take a three. Around a screen. Dribbling Devin Jones. They give it out to Sunoco. Sunoco holds it. Gives it off to the left side. Ball worked out to John Long. Around it goes to Gavin Cox. He kicked the ball. Oak Ridge steals it. Here comes Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge driving. Ray's held. The basket won't count, but the foul is called against Gavin Cox. Oak Ridge will shoot free throws. 9th team foul against the Cougars. 1 in the bonus still. It'll be Ray at the line. 56-53 Oak Ridge. 1:41 to play in the ball game at Campbell County High School. Raekwon Watson, 1 in the bonus. He'll have the bonus. Good. 2-possession ball game. 57-53. Ray back to the free throw line. He's a 67.6% free throw shooter, averaging 8 points a game. Knocks it down. Oak Ridge by 5, 58-53. Campbell County basketball. 1:39 to play in the ball game. The Wildcats trying to win the district championship. Here comes Devin Young. He's got an NBA range 3. Good! Oh my Lord! What a shot! Devin Jones knocks it down, and it's a 2-point game. What a great game, Ben George.
I'm telling you what, David, they're just lighting it up with their threes, their shots in general. They're just lighting it up, and so is Oak Ridge here in a timeout.
Want to remind everybody of our schedule. Coming up next week, we'll have 3 ball games. One of them, senior night, Monday, rare Monday ball game against the Alcoa Tornadoes. Then Thursday, 1 week from tonight, the Wildcats will be at the Don W. Lockhart Gym in Clinton to take on the Dragons. We'll have the broadcast on FM 92.7. And then Saturday night, a week from this Saturday, the Wildcats will close out their year with their traditional foe, the Fulton Falcons, usually the last game of the year. I'll tell you, Devin Jones has never beaten Oak Ridge in football or basketball, but he is definitely keeping the Cougars in it with his long-range shootings. His 3-point shots, along with Gavin Cox, have really kept him in. I'm saying, I don't know if you could hear me, man, it's so loud in here. Devin Jones has never beaten Oak Ridge in anything, but he's trying to do it tonight single-handedly.
Yeah, he hasn't beaten Oak Ridge in football or basketball, but tonight is his night it's looking to be as he's trying to get this win for Campbell County right now. Oak Ridge leading by 2. Campbell County's just shooting lights out, David.
58-56 Wildcats. Wildcat ball, 1 minute, 29 seconds to play in the game. Campbell County has played 3 overtime games, as I've said, 2 in the district. They've lost them all. They won the Oneida game. That's a non-district game. Ray with it to Grayson. Wildcats in the lead by 2. Next foul for both teams puts them on the double bonus. 58-56. Caden Brightheart with the basketball. Didn't have a drive. Gives it out to Ray. Ray, the sophomore, against the senior. Blows past him, falls down, and loses it out of bounds. I think Coach Green wanted a trip. Unfortunate. Wildcats turned the ball over. I don't know if that's good or bad, but all I know is we got to guard the 3 right here.
This is true. You got to be able to guard Jones right here and not allow any perimeter shots.
Campbell County, Devin Jones drives, goes out to John Long, shoots. Good, we're tied. 1 minute to go. 58-58. Wildcats down the floor. 49 seconds to play. Coach Green calls the play. Campbell County trying to beat Oak Ridge for the first time since 1999. Ray to Shamar. He's fouled on the floor, but it doesn't matter. It's the double bonus. Shamar Green, the sophomore. Big free throws for him. 58-58. 39.5 seconds to play. Shamar Green, the sophomore. Got to knock him down. Big pressure situation for Shamar. He'll have 2. Double bonus. Shamar takes his time. Campbell County fans making a lot of noise. Shot. Good. Pretty shot. Shamar knocks it down. 59-58. Oak Ridge by 1. Back to the free throw line, Shamar Green. 39.5 seconds to play. Shamar Green to the free throw line. 1 time. Takes his time. Shoots it. Perfect. Shot good. Coach Green calls a timeout. I need one myself. 39.5 seconds. Oak Ridge leads 60-58. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You know what I just now realized? I'm pretty sure that ref goes to my church.
Oh, really? The bad one?
Yeah. He and I might have some choice words. Some Christian words, but some choice words. I was taking a picture of him because I couldn't tell who it was. I looked deeper into it. I think that's it.
David Clary, Ben George back here, along with Bashawn Knowles, Ethan Eubanks, Caleb Riker, Brian Bennett. What a game we have going on here at Campbell County. This is like the old days. This is the way it used to be when we came up here to play Campbell County. When we used to play them at the Wildcat Arena. This is the way Oak Ridge and Campbell County need to be. Again, we played them in the district championship game, blew them out here on this floor. But Campbell County, the proud program they are, wanting to beat Oak Ridge. They haven't won a district ball game. Trying to do it tonight and kind of keep Oak Ridge from having a solo district championship.
Yes, David, and it's been competitive this whole night. The girls varsity winning only by 10. Girls game competitive in the first half and in the second half, whole game through, and then this game right here really, really close. So it's getting really, really chippy here.
I tell you, somebody who's gotten the beneficiary of this great ball game, the Flatwater Tales Storytelling Festival. I mean, they've had a great game to sponsor, great night of basketball here. Timeout is asked for. Strategy between 2 good coaches, Ernie Clausen at Campbell County and Aaron Green of Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge has the lead by 2. Bashawn, your prediction, what's going to happen in these final 39.5 seconds?
I think that Campbell County's going to go down and try a 3-point shot. I think they might make it, and then Ray comes down and hits a floater for the win.
Hey, that sounds good. We'll take that. We just got to play some good defense.
It's a great prediction by our all-region linebacker right there.
39.5 seconds to play, Oak Ridge by 2. The Wildcats have had double-digit leads in this game. Campbell County's had leads of 7. 38 seconds to play. The Wildcats playing with Raekwon Watson, Caden Brightheart, Grayson Strader, Shamar Green, Brendan Scott. Devin Jones fires it into shot, no good! Grayson had the rebound, saved by Ray Ray. Wildcat basketball, Ray Ray in the rear court, and a foul called. Point-blank shot missed by Campbell County. Fortunately, it just rolled off the rim. It just hung there forever. Wouldn't go down for him.
It really looked like it was getting ready to go in, but then as you saw it start to rattle off the front iron, it just went off. And then thankfully Grayson and Ray Ray were able to fight for the rebound right there, and now Ray Ray's looking for free throws.
60 to 58. Free throw, no good. Big miss by the sophomore. He'll have another one, trying to make it a 3-point game with 24.2 seconds to play. Raekwon Watson guns it up there. Good. They can tie it with a 3. Don't need a 4-point play. 22 seconds to play. Devin down the floor. 3-pointer. Good. He knocked it down. 14 seconds. Here come the Wildcats. 61-61 the score. The Wildcats setting up their play. Raekwon with 6, with 5, with 4, with 3, with 2. He shoots. He's good! For sure! He got it! Genius!
Oh my goodness!
Oak Ridge wins 63-61. Vashon Knowles. He's a genius.
With the prediction.
63.
Oh my goodness.
61. The sophomore, a floater, and the streak continues. You got a feel for Campbell County. Vashon Knowles. He's a genius, Ben George.
He is such a genius. He called it. Same players, same game. He called it. Jones went down the floor, shot a 3. Wildcats didn't call timeout, was either looking for the shot or getting ready for overtime. Raekwon Watson gets right into the paint, shoots a jumper, just like how he said, a fadeaway jumper. And Oak Ridge ends off with the win, 63-61.
Wow, you got a feel for Campbell County. They had it. They had it in their hands. The Wildcats make just enough plays to win the ball game. I got to take a break. I've been screaming my head off here at Campbell County High School. Triple sweep tonight for the Wildcats. We'll take a break. When we come back, Ben will run down the stats. Coach Green will be up here to talk to me. 51 straight wins over Campbell County, but this was a memorable one here at Campbell County. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Welcome back here at Campbell County High School, where the Wildcats have just come away with a big win. Caleb Riker, you were down on the floor. Was the intensity down on the floor as great as it was up here?
It was incredible, David. I have no words right now. He hit a three, and it just immediately right after Ray comes down the court and hits that floater to win the game. That was incredible. I think that's the first buzzer beater. No, it's not the first buzzer beater I've ever seen. I won't talk about the first one I've ever seen, but this one was better since this one was to go first in the district. Undisputed.
What's crazy about it, and you don't know this, but I just kind of playfully asked for Sean as you call him, I said, what's your prediction? He said, I think Devin Jones is going to come down, hit a three, and then the Wildcats are going to get it, and Ray's going to come down and hit a floater, and that's exactly what happened, and the Wildcats win the District 3 regular season championship.
And David, I'm just going to say this. I'm glad that you got Vashon on the air to be able to say it, because now it's recorded that Vashon Knowles called that play. Probably even better than Coach Green or the head coach for the Campbell County Cougars, as he called it on air that all that sequence would happen.
And the Wildcats win all 3 ball games. As I mentioned, I failed to mention this because it's such exciting. We won the district championship right there. I failed to mention that because the game was so good.
Yeah, now the burden's over for the Wildcats. Still have to finish out the rest of the regular season. But now after the final regular season district game, it's now easily able to say that the Oak Ridge Wildcats are now District 3 regular season champs for the year of 2022-23.
And the Lady Wildcats are too. Ben's going to work on the final stats. I'm going to take another break. We wait for Coach Green. Oak Ridge wins it on a buzzer-beating shot by the sophomore Raekwon Watson. The Wildcats win the ball game. Ben, I don't know if you're ready with the stats. If you are, go right ahead with them.
Okay, David. For final scoring with the Wildcats, I'm wanting to hope that I put that Raekwon Watson final score on there, as hopefully the math will be mathing if we can get it up here. All right, with 9 points is Shamar Green. He had 3 2-point shots and 3 free throws. Grayson Strader, the senior, number 4, getting 8 points with 4 shots from the field for 4 2-point shots. Brennan Scott with a 2-point shot, 4 3-pointers, 5 free throws, totaling his 19 points tonight. The MVP of the game, if you will, Raekwon Watson with 9 points tonight. Number 11, Raekwon Watson with 3 2-point shots, 3 free throws. And then Caden Brightheart tonight with 4 2-point shots and 2 free throws, totaling his 10 points tonight. And Cooper Williams in the postman, getting 6 points tonight with 3 2-point shots and a free throw. As once again, the Wildcats win in clutch fashion. The final score, Oak Ridge 63, the Campbell County Cougars 61. As once again, I put Raekwon Watson with 11 points. Maybe in that whole pandemonium moment, I might have missed that last shot by Raekwon Watson. But for right now, the so-called MVP of this game, Raekwon Watson, number 11, the point guard, getting 9 points tonight. David?
Roger Mitchell said Ray made the shot. No overtime. Roger Mitchell.
No overtime.
And, Roger's always so into the ball game. And, he was into the game tonight, and it was his birthday on Sunday. I don't know if you knew that. I think he's 46, 47 years old. And Roger is an Oak Ridge jewel. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
Roger's a great guy, great friend, and he's a die-hard Wildcat, that's for sure.
Oh, yes. He is literally the epitome of what an Oak Ridge Wildcat is. I see him at just about every game we broadcast. If not more than that, I see him at just about every sporting event for the Oak Ridge Wildcats. I've seen him at soccer games, baseball games, basketball games, football games. He's a Wildcat through and through, David, and he is a really great guy.
Let me get Vashon in here real quick here. Vashon, let's recap what just happened. I put you on the air, and I said, Vashon, what what's your prediction? How's this game going to finish? And it was almost like, and Caleb said, it's time travel. You went back in time, or forward in time, I guess, and saw what was going to happen and came back. How did you do that?
With a time machine, David. You know?
Oh.
Nah, I'm just playing. I don't know. It's just an educated guess on my part. And I feel like it was just waiting to happen. I don't know. It's just something in my mind telling me the exact thing that was about to happen. So, I don't know. It was just something about Ray Ray's. I saw it in his eyes. I saw that he was ready to hit that last shot. And it just felt like it was coming down to the wire.
And, you know, Devin Jones had been knocking down shots, and you've played against him on the football field. He's their best receiver. He's a great player for them. And like I said, he has never beaten Oak Ridge in football or basketball. He almost single-handedly won the game for them tonight.
Yeah. He was hitting shots from everywhere. He hit about, I don't know, 5 threes maybe.
Maybe more than that.
Maybe more. Like they were deep too. And yeah, that's really how it is.
Let me get Coach Green in here real quick as the Wildcats victorious. And let me give my phone to Ben here real quick. Coach, first off, congratulations. I mean, I don't know. I think your mom and dad need to get to the ball game here because they're not here, and they're probably just struggling watching it wherever they were watching it on our YouTube stream. But, you know, I'll give Campbell County all the credit in the world. They played as hard as any 0-9 team in the district can play. They made plays, they made shots, they defended, they played with a lot of composure. And you guys, you know, well, I'll just let you describe what you saw out of your team.
I mean, you know, first of all, I mean, I'll just be completely honest with you. As far as I told their coaches after the game, we didn't deserve to win the game. Y'all deserved to win the game. I mean, just from a standpoint of, you know, they made play after play after play. I'm not taking away from our guys, but, you know, it's just like, I mean, we're up 3, and we let number 2, who already made 3 threes in the fourth quarter alone. How that mistake happens where he just dribbles into a horse shot after making and then ties it. I mean, I don't really have it. I asked the guys when we were going off the floor, and one of them thought he had him, and Caden's been on him the whole game, the whole second half. I don't know how all of a sudden the last play switches, but you know, just you know, let me start with the negative first. I mean, you know, we. You know, didn't shoot it great again. You know, we just offensively just got no flows. You know, and it's something we've been battling the last couple of days, or the last couple of games, I should say. You know, but hey, they're making plays down the stretch. I mean, we're finding ways to play. You know, to win. But I mean, in all honesty, I mean, you got to give them credit. I mean, that's an 0-9 team as hard as they played, and we kind of know we're going to get everybody's best shot regardless, but. You know, that tells you what type of character they got, you know, from their players and their coach as well. And, you know, I kind of, you know, it's, you know, what a play by Ray late. I thought Shamar made 2 big free throws.
Most definitely.
You know, he just, you know, stepped up in 2 clutch free throws. And, but it's
a big rebounding by Grayson too.
Yeah, and he always does that. And you know, we got a break there. I mean, they had 55. They had 55 wide open on our point guard down there, and I still don't know how he missed it. We were trapping the ball screen. We're going to trap too, and that was a bad call. That's why I called another timeout. I almost went 2-3 zone. But I'm afraid we'd give up an offensive rebound. But we were going to blitz too, trap him on the ball screen, and they had a play. They had something set up where they were sending him left and was going to clear out the backside to get it to 55 in case he was open off the ball screen. And we were in the wrong call to trap it for sure. And I told them, I was like, that ain't good. And then of course he missed it. But you know, it just heck of a win. I told our guys, I was like, you know, for me. You hate to take away anything from a win, but like I told our guys, I was like, look, you know, you need to ask yourself if you want to play in a state tournament. You've got to lock in. I got to have everybody in this room playing better offensively. I've got have everybody in here playing with some confidence offensively. I've got have everybody in here getting extra shots. I got everybody in here thinking that you're the best player on the floor. You know, and that's part. And again, the only way I know to get that, as from my days of playing and coaching, is to work, put in the time, and get the confidence. If you don't have it, But it just seems like right now, we get no transition. We're getting no transition opportunities. And we've tried, we always play fast, and, you got to give other teams credit for that as well as far as being able to play good transition D. But, there's a lot of factors involved with us improving offensively. But, again, we're guarding. We're guarding. They made a bunch of tough shots. I mean, goodness, the one there that he made to tie it was fairly wide open, but he made 2 or 3 there step backs that were deep that, and give him a lot of credit. I didn't even think he was going to play. He turned his ankle last week and wasn't supposed – well, I was told that's why you don't always believe a coach.
Right.
I was told by our coach yesterday that he was out, which, we kind of prepared like he was going to play. I really wasn't thinking he would play. But, my gosh, not only did he play, he had 22. So, he's he's a tough kid because I know his ankle was sore. For sure.
He's played a lot of games against Oak Ridge, and he's had a lot of big plays like that. But you did do enough to win the ball game. But you're right. I was a little thinking about this. It's always tough to come up here and play, but to get to where you want to be, you've got to step it up even more.
Yeah, I got a long way to go. And let's just be honest. You play a top 2 or 3 team in the region, or even, anybody in our district and play like that, you'll go home. You'll get beat. It's just plain and simple. Now, that doesn't mean, that's one thing as a coach, you try to find don't try to find ways. You're always kind of tippy-toeing around. You don't want to, you want to give your guys confidence, but you also want to be honest with them, and like you're not going to be able to. It's like Tennessee last night. You're not going to be – we don't want – if you're wanting – just come down and play against a set defense every possession. That's what the last 3 games have been. We got no transition. We're not pressure. We're pressing but creating no turnovers. They did a good job taking care of the ball. But we're supposed – we're trying to get guys in speed dribbles. And, we got – it's the first half. This guy, Two's got a bum ankle, and we're backed off of him 2 or 3 feet. We should be up pressuring him, and we just our rotations are a step slow, and just there's a lot of things you can do to try to improve offensively. But for us, it starts on the defensive end. But hey, we'll take the win. I don't want to take anything away from it. I hate to be negative, but I just know I see the big picture. I look at the big picture. I don't look at. I don't look at it game. It really is. It's focused on the process and not the end result. Even though you want the end result to be a W, and it was. And
a district championship.
And that's great. It's crazy how your expectations. The coaches up here just kind of frustrated because we. And that's just kind of how I'm wired. I don't really want to be that way. It's just, hey, I know we got to be better. I know we got to be better to get where we want to go. And our guys want to get there. And I think, they're coachable, great kids. But we've got to play a lot better.
Next week, non-district ball games. You got Alcoa Senior Night Monday. Bryson, Grayson, and Marcus will be recognized. Thursday, a week from tonight, at Clinton, and then Saturday at Fulton, and then you start tournament play.
Yeah, big week. I think it'll be 2 really, really good Alcoa teams. Girls, probably one of the better teams our girls have played on Monday. I think Alcoa is one of the better teams in the area, in my opinion, any classification. I don't know a lot about them, but I know they're good.
State tournament team from a year ago.
Yes, and the boys had a barn burner at their place early in the year. They didn't have their football guys, so they've beat Sevier County. They've got a kid, I can't think of his name right off the top of my head. He scored, I think, 40 in 3 games over the last couple weeks. And he's a really good player. I think he's just a sophomore as well, or maybe a junior. Then obviously on Clinton on on Thursday, and then obviously we always kind of the season finale versus a really good Fulton team on Saturday. So it's a big week. We're going to give them. We're going to give them tomorrow and Saturday off, and we'll reconvene on Sunday, normal schedule, and let them kind of regroup, give them a couple days off, and let them regroup, and get ready for a big week. This time of year, it's more you've got to stay sharp. You kind of got to know your team, what stuff you got to work on, but you got to be really smart with how you practice and things you do to keep them sharp and on edge, but not wear them out either.
Final comments on the win tonight.
Oh man,
Ray, big shot.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. I mean. And we have plays in, you don't really have a lot of time as a coach to say, okay, what are we going to run here? And that was a clear out. It was a design clear out where it's a play call we have where they all come to this side and we can run it for multiple guys. And I just thought, well, Ray's gotten to the hole, and the reason we can run it for any of them, but Ray was wanting the ball when they tied it. Ray was like, I could see he had a little bit of give me the ball in him, so. And he made a good play. We cleared it out, and he got in there, made a great move, and got a great shot off at the buzzer. Couldn't have done it any better. if he misses it, we go to OT. Didn't give him a lot of time to call a timeout and get a shot off, so we'll take it.
Coach, thanks a lot. We'll see you Monday.
All right, thanks, David. Hey, that's win number 20, which we talked about.
Win number 20. Yeah.
Number 20. But and I think I need to mention, this group went 9-1 in the league,
Right.
even though we didn't play our best tonight. And our only loss was at West, and, was minus a guy in that night. And so just really proud of our guys. Won it outright. And, I know I was probably a little negative on the radio, but, really, really proud of our guys. We don't want to take winning for granted. We don't want to take it for granted. We don't want to take winning a league title for granted because it's really, really hard to do. There's not a lot of teams even, I don't know how long it's been since Campbell County's won a league title. You probably know.
1997.
So think about that for a second. It's been since 1997. I was a junior at Tennessee since Campbell County won it. It's not easy to do.
Right,
My point
right.
is, nothing against them. They've had some good teams. It's not easy to do.
Right.
And so I'm proud of our guys. Great accomplishment, but we got to get better.
Coach, thanks a lot.
Thanks, David.
Wildcats winning. I think it was 63-61 was the final score. I'm hoarse because of that last shot, but it's worth it. I have until Monday to get better. We're going to close it out here. I know it's been a long night. Brian Bennett, I appreciate you at the station. Appreciate Ben George doing stats and color. Fashawn Knowles, Ethan Eubanks, Caleb Riker. Ben, you have any final comments here?
Again, David, just a really great game. Wildcats all the way through as a second straight series sweep for the Wildcats, for Lady Wildcats and boys as well. Great basketball tonight. From junior varsity playing well, winning 45-35. Lady Wildcats winning 67-34 the final. Look at that. Didn't even have to look at it. 67-34 the final for the Lady Wildcats, and then 63-61 for the boys. And just a great performance in that last game, being really competitive and doing not everything right, as Coach Green would say. He called himself negative tonight, so I guess. But really great games for all three teams tonight, David.
Thanks, Ben. We're going to close it out. Thanks to Sean, Caleb, Ben, Ethan, and Brian. This is David Clary until Monday saying so long, everybody.